Broadcasting from Century Studios in downtown Regina, Harvard Media presents The Sports Cage, where Saskatchewan comes to talk local sports. Brought to you by Access Communications, trusted in rural Saskatchewan for internet, TV, and home security. Be part of the show. Call 1-866-767-0620 or text 306-936-6262. The Sports Cage. Streaming at sportscage.com, our YouTube channel, and on the radio at 620 CKRM.
Thursday, Sports Cage. Here we go. Thank you for making time. If you're listening on 620 CKRM, which is turning 100 years old this year, happy birthday. Also, all the audio streams, and of course, YouTube. You can watch along, sportscage.com. Again, thanks for making time. Curtis has got everything on the board. My co-host is here. I'm going to introduce you in a moment. I'll run down the show for you on this Thursday for Access Communications. Go to Rider Camp. We're going to hear from a couple of riders today. AJ Ouellette being one of them. David Gnenda, the other. We're going to lots to discuss. We had people yesterday wanting to get in on this. The upgrades to Mosaic Stadium that are needed, or the city's going to have to fund. We'll talk about that. There is big news in the hockey world. Mike Babcock has been cleared by the NHL, and he is able to coach in the National League again. It sounds like Edmonton is going to hire him. Interesting. We're going to discuss more with Arash Madani because Canada's in a big game at 4 bells against Qatar at the World Cup. So we'll be watching that, keeping you updated. Hour 2, Clutch Performer. Last Mountain Distillery's coming in because they got a massive event coming up this weekend, and they're bringing some goodies, and it's going to be a lot of fun. More from the riders. Glen Suitor in Hour 3, NASCAR Report, Sprinkle of the Day. And we do have winning today, Monsters and Mayhem. Coming up, Kings Park Speedway, July 17th and 19th. 4 tickets and a ride in a monster truck is what we're giving away. I've done all my riding in monster truck jokes for the week, so I don't got anything for you. We're giving it away tomorrow. Today's keyword, if you want to get in, truck. Curtis apparently thinks that's really funny. TRUCK, truck, to 936-6262. If you want to be in, that's coming up again July 19th or 17th to 19th at Kings Park Speedway. We will play Pick the Score at some point. I'm going to cue you. Maybe it'll be a phone call. Maybe you'll have to phone in like our friend Reg did the other day, or it might be text in. We're undecided. Stamps, Riders, Saturday. Pick the Score. You get 2 tickets to the next home game. Just if we select you, and then if you're closest to, you get a $200 SaskTel gift card. All right. Joining me on this Thursday like he usually does. Next week, I think you're going to see him Thursday and Friday.
Big week. Big week.
Sharky is here, and Sharky is brought to you by Flooring Superstore. Trent Dickin, his team, over 20 years in business. If you're thinking carpet, if you're thinking laminate, hardwood, vinyl. I know some people don't like vinyl, but I like vinyl. Outdoor.
Indoor. Outdoor.
Indoor, outdoor. If you want the padded stuff, if you're getting a gym, if you're putting in a workout, if you're going to buy a universal pec deck and you need soft floor, there you go.
For dropping your weights on. That's where you go.
They have that. They got everything. Flooring Superstore.
Yeah, Park in Arcola.
Cash and carry, or they can get it installed for you.
I did the install. It was fantastic. I had them do the install. It was fantastic. I don't do install.
Park it. What did you park in?
Arcola.
Park in Arcola. Big building. Big parking lot.
Yep. Used to be a grocery store, if you know the area well.
What was it, a Dominion?
Yeah, I think it was.
Okay Economy? Or
you know what?
A Super Value.
It might have been an okay economy, now that I think of it. Yeah.
Who doesn't like an old okay economy? Still remember back in the day. All right, where do we want to start?
Go ahead.
Do you want to start with the Rider game on Saturday and the tailgate and everything? And what do you thought about the
amazing
event?
Everything. Start to finish, amazing.
Right out of the gate, amazing.
Amazing. The tailgating, kudos to the riders. again, nobody knew what to expect or what was going to happen.
Is it kudos to the riders or kudos to the people that tailgated?
Kudos to the riders for getting it started.
Okay.
And then kudos to the tailgaters for
The
going out
government.
and enjoying.
Throw the government into
Yeah,
it.
we'll throw in the government.
Thank you.
Appreciate everything from our sauce party, Scott Moe. It was well set up. It was well laid out. It was well planned. It seemed flawless. It really did. I don't know that everybody will come every game. I think there were people that came not knowing what to expect.
Yeah.
But I do think that there'll be more and more people want to get involved.
I love that some people just said, you know what? We got a spot here. We're going to pull in our SUV, and I got a big bag of Doritos and a bag of carrots, possibly some dip. And a lawn chair.
Let's just watch what goes on.
And a lawn chair. This is our tailgate. And there's nothing wrong with that.
No.
Everyone's having fun. Pauline's pierogies beside us.
Oh, that was good, weren't those?
Shout out Pauline.
Yeah. She could make a pierogi. Wow.
And they're frying them. I haven't had a fried pierogi in a long time. Can I say the one thing that I think they need to do better?
Go ahead.
Nothing to do with the people tailgating.
Okay.
Nothing to do with the riders.
Okay.
The real staff in their orange jackets. There was numerous. Overstaffed again.
Well,
that's just what they do.
That's what they do.
They were two Paul Blart Mall Cop. Was that the show? I've never seen the movie.
Yeah, it was the show.
Anytime ever says that, it's like, Chikai, settle down, pump your brakes. People are here to have fun. This is fun. So the one instance, Sharky, if you remember how it was cordoned off there.
Yeah.
Excellent. I did nothing wrong with that. Good. I think that's how it's going to be. That's how it should be. Perfect. I was going to go get Glen Suitor and Rod Smith.
Yes.
And
they were hard to track down.
I knew what was going to happen exactly there. I had a beer in my hand. Shout out Eric Church. Great song. And I knew you couldn't leave
with the beer
said area with the beer. I've been to Country Thunder. I've been to places where you can't. I'm all good. So then the blue bins were across the road right next to the kind of the Brandt Center where the Brandt Center starts. So I was just going to take my can and put it in the blue bin. And two of them, like I was trying to rush the White House. I got, whoa, where are you going? I said, I'm going to put my beer in the recycle bin. You can't do that. You can't leave. You cannot leave this area with this beer. Oh, I'm like, holy cow, this guy really wanted to be a cop. He really wanted to be an investigator, FBI, whatever he wanted to be. Everybody's run into these it's like there's keeping things safe and keeping things in order, which I agree with, and then there's just being an absolute D and Paul Blart in this thing. So then I said, okay, I have to go get somebody, so I'm just gonna put this down on the ground then. Yeah. And he goes, I'm gonna go get it for you. He wheels it over right by the exit where people can put their recycled cans in. I plop it in there. Literally 2.5 seconds after I do, 3 other people do it. And I'm like, whoa, why did you have those things across the road when they could be right here?
Just not thinking. Not thinking at all. Yeah. Did he have a nightstick? Did he wave the nightstick at you? Did he go to his hips? Did he go to his hips?
That guy, he wants a nightstick.
And a taser.
He wants any kind of anything on a belt. He'll take anything on a belt at that point.
Good flashlight, whatever you got.
Flashlight? Hey, what are you doing in there? You don't need it. It's light out, sir.
It's daytime. It's 3 p.m.
But I laughed and I chuckled and I had some fun and you had some fun and
we did.
Crofty put on a good spread.
He did.
The Piffles podcast boys, they got to up their game.
Yeah, I
got to up
agree.
their game. We got to call spade a spade.
Yeah, Greg's got to bring more to the table.
Yeah, they're friendly. They had lots of. They were celebrities. People were going up to those guys. They just need to. They just need a game plan. So they'll sit down, they'll regroup.
I think there's going to be more regrouping afterwards. I said there's going to be some tailgate envy. I think some people saw what was going on and went, wait, I gotta do better. The Ituna boys with their milk wagon, with the Pilsner Milk Wagon.
No, sorry, subwoofers.
I mean, that was a great ride, but that's all they had. So they've got to up their game. Right? That's not enough. You can't just show up with a fancy rig. You got to have more.
Or if you're not going to show up with more, literally show up with like a small bag of chips, not even a big bag,
just one of those single Halloween size bags,
and like one of the old lawn chairs that like you can't sit in if you're over 150 pounds. Just really sticking it to them, and let's hope the recycling bins
get closer to the audience. Yeah,
hold on here. They're having their meeting of the real security guards. All right. Everybody, we still don't have we don't get a budget approval for flashlights. Just letting everyone know. All right, that's good. Everyone.
Anybody else got a belt?
Everyone got their orange jacket. Yeah, we're good. We're good. Okay. We got a crazy idea here, guys, that we're going to try next tailgate. Hear me out.
It's out there.
We are going to put the recycle bins
closer to the
right at the exits. Whoa. What?
It's a fire hazard.
Oh, and then Buddy he's just like, give me a billy stick. If this is the extreme we're going, give me my billy stick.
Give me the club. I'd rather have a club.
And the taser. It was a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to the next one. I'm looking forward to seeing the upping.
I am too. I think the Friday night is the next one. It's going to be a little bit different. Some people aren't going to have as much time as they did for the Saturday afternoon one.
Take an afternoon off, though.
They might have to get a cough Friday morning and not feel good, and then get out of the building early.
I gave Sharky the idea that there are going to be here. Let's go through the.
You have your idea list.
Rider schedule. Rider schedule idea list. Number 1, recycle bins right there at the exit. So I think the July 12th game
is going to be big.
July 23rd game, August 7th, August 29th, September 6th, Labor Day. All those could be extremely hot.
Yep.
On that pavement. So I gave Crofty the idea. I said, I think they sell them at one of the big box stores. I know Fries Tallman doesn't sell them, but Fries Tallman could probably get them.
Misters?
The Misters. They run on battery, and it's like the rechargeable batteries, and you just have like a pail with some water.
5-gallon bucket.
And you get a couple of those bad boys. You will be the smartest people in the building. Because you know where I learned it? My Mrs. S, been in the teaching profession a long time. How many schools do it now?
Really?
For the city track meet. They get the tents. And then some of the, a mom.
The kids don't get sick.
There's a soccer mom that always brings by a few Misters.
Yeah.
Big SUV, backs it up. And
big SUV. It's a minivan. She's driving a minivan.
I think the Misters are a play. Crofty is going to try and figure out a TV. You got to have a TV if there's another game on.
That's right. Or there could be, next game, there could be a soccer game we want to see, or highlights. Right?
Oh, you're serious.
Yeah.
I'm serious. If Canada's playing, sure.
Sure, yeah.
I don't know if it's, Bosnia Herzegovina against Bulgaria.
Bosnia is going to be out after this loss. They're in trouble.
Tough road.
Yeah. I will say this: the tent was a must-have. You needed the shade.
You need a tent.
Yeah, you need
Piffles
a tent.
Podcast, guys, you need a tent.
Yeah. Find your
sponsorship
tent
on the top of it. There you go.
There you go. Yeah. Talk to your local tent distributor. Get a tent. Get some shade. Shade was critical, and it'll be more critical as the summer goes on.
See what the Cooperator Center's doing with those tarps. You can borrow those tarps for the day.
From the inside of what, Arena 4?
Any of them. But yeah, there's 936-6262. Prairie Land Rentals. That's where you might be able to rent yourself a little tent.
They've got tents.
I wonder if...
What if Jeremy's got some good... Jeremy, can you bring some in for sale? And Misters.
And Misters. Mr. Great band. But yeah, Prairie Land Rentals. What a segue.
Or why wouldn't Jeremy set up a rental location for tents right now?
Why wouldn't a guy?
Yeah.
Prairie Land Rentals
all over them.
600 Albert Street. You get to deal with the owner. Great guy. Renting anything, and also Husqvarna dealer and robots that cut your lawn. Okay. We've had text messages already. Kevin's a faithful listener. Haha, what a start to the show. The real rent-a-cops are always a good story. I laugh so hard. And it was like the ones from the rink. And they were out there. You know what? Like, I get it. They're doing a great job. Or some of them are doing a great job. And it's just the hardcore ones.
Do you think they were looking for you after your comments about the banging of the glass during the Patsies game? Maybe they figured who you
what
are.
did I say about that?
You were very because they didn't do anything. And they let the kids break the glass.
Oh, and then they did, though, after. Then they even had a laminated piece of paper that said, do not bang on this glass. Or shake this glass. You can't shake that glass.
It's not that good.
Yeah. Okay, James is in it on the text line. Barney, many years ago, tragically hip front row with my daughter. Guy came up twice and danced front of stage. Security guy threw him face down. I told Guy, you're going to wear an orange coat rest of your life. Paul Blart beaked me right in front of Gord Downey. True story. James is a feisty character.
Yeah.
Speaking of feisty characters and James, Curtis did some fantastic work.
What did you do, Curtis?
I've been calling this game that we need. We haven't beat Calgary in a long time. I've been calling it the Jeffrey Bowl because of our friend Jeffrey.
Oh yeah, our friend Jeffrey in Calgary.
So Curtis, if you're watching the stream,
he hasn't popped up yet.
These are the perks to watching the stream through SportsCage.com and our YouTube feed. Curtis, go ahead.
A lot of pressure, Curtis?
What? Yeah, I have performance anxiety. I don't know where I put the file. I found it. I found it.
Oh man,
top-notch program here.
There it is.
Oh, that's a good-looking piece.
Doesn't that look good?
I like the kazoo you used for the music.
It really hypes the whole thing up.
Yeah.
Really captures the spirit of the thing.
One province will be a winner. One rivalry. One Jeffrey. It's the Jeffrey Bowl, ladies and gentlemen.
All right.
There it is. There it is.
Jeffrey, I expect you to be giving away a trophy at the end of the game in Calgary, live on TSN.
Jeffrey, lay low. One word of advice to you, Jeffrey, lay low.
Oh my goodness. Thank God for Jeffrey.
Monsters and Mayhem. Someone texted in, what's the keyword today? They missed it off the start. It's truck. Truck, Monsters, and Mayhem. Okay, the other big news today, Sharky.
Mm-hmm. Is this
Mike Babcock,
former Saskatchewan resident?
Mike Babcock, Saskatoon, Saskatchewan. This is the statement. I'll read it. If you're watching the stream, you can read, but I'll try and get through this for people listening on the radio and the streams. The National Hockey League today released the following statement regarding its investigation of Mike Babcock. The league has completed its review of Mike Babcock's tenure in Columbus and of certain alleged conduct associated therewithin. Our investigation has concluded that even in a light least favorable to Mr. Babcock, there is no current basis to restrict his employment in the league.
So in other words, what he did wasn't illegal, it was just gross.
He's a bit of an arse, but he's not not that bad.
He's a total arse.
You know what? I am going to leave this.
I'm on the Mike Commodore train on this one.
I don't know. I need to know the facts before. Like some people, it's like me. I'm a D. Well, but sometimes I am. Yeah, but then it's like some people. I'm like I need to know that for sure for myself.
Of all the things he's done, and I only know half a dozen or so. But the one that makes me the most upset, and I think is the most disrespectful, is sitting Mike Madani.
That's the one that hurts me because he's my favorite hockey player of all time. I have a picture right there, and I have his stick that he used right there.
Nothing in hockey says you were greater than playing 1,500 games in the National Hockey League, and Mike Babcock sat him on his what would have been his 1,500th game, so he didn't get it. He got $14.99. And of all the ugly, gross, bad decisions, poor steps, look at me, I'm bigger than you, that's the one that bothers me the most.
Now, let's think about how this is playing out. Daryl Katz, he's very wealthy. Whose idea was it first, I want to know?
It had to
Bowman?
be Katz. I can't see it being Bowman's.
Is it McDavid's?
No.
Draisaitl?
Can't imagine it.
Hyman played for him. How does this all come about?
Now, this is not an excuse, and I'm not supporting the Oilers in this. But if you look around, tell me what other coach you should hire.
Peter Laviolette.
He's already gone, hired by LA.
Oh. Ken Hitchcock.
I think he's too old.
Oh, buddy. Well, they were going to hire like Sutter. And Sutter, did you hear Dustin Nielsen yesterday?
No.
He said Sutters are selling the farm. It's going to auction.
He got tired of chasing those cows around.
Which I don't think that was the right hire anyway.
No.
David Carl. He's not leaving Denver. He was the guy. What other coach? Come on, 936-6262.
I don't think you can bring in an NHL rookie coach into that team. I don't. I think you need a veteran coaching presence come in and run that team, and you can't have a guy out of the NCAA come and do it.
Dusty and I talked about this yesterday, and now, I thought about it last night. Now you're a free agent. You have options. If you're a really good free agent, please, people, just think about it. Just put yourself in their shoes.
Yep.
And you're married. You have a wife. Probably an absolute rocket that you don't want to pee off. Now, the chances of you telling her that she's not going, you're moving to Edmonton, and if you got young kids, now that's a problem.
Yep.
That was a tough sell to begin with. Now you're this free agent, and you're like, what?
I'm not playing for that guy.
Now I got to play for Mike Babcock and go to the airport and minus 50 and the rink and get 50% What? No. So what are they going to get for free agents? I get playing with Connor McDavid. Some people think that that's like a big sell. Maybe it is for some, but for the established free agent, no. Jeff, thank you very much. In Regina, Prairie Land Rentals text line. Craig Berube was out there.
I don't know.
Same.
I don't know if Berube brings a style of play that the Oilers can play. I don't know if he coaches that style of play.
Maybe the Oilers need to play that.
Maybe.
But that's just the name. Tortorella.
He doesn't want to coach anymore.
What, Cassidy? Where's the Cassidy train at?
The Oilers Vegas has said nobody gets him. Nobody gets him.
You know what? They're allowed to do that.
They are. They're paying him. They control his future. Vegas has got enough money. They go, hey, I'd rather give Cassidy $5 million than let him coach against us.
$4 million.
But whatever the number is, that also diminishes Vegas in a lot of people's eyes. Going, if you fire me, I'm out of the league. You're going to hold that to my head?
Or you fire me and I'm collecting $4 schmil a year doing nothing.
That is true.
Thank you,
as well.
Vegas.
Yeah.
That's a win. That's a win in Vegas.
Everybody looks at it differently.
Vegas
Cassidy
always wins, except if you're coaching the Golden Knights.
There's not a name that jumps off the page at me that I think is the next guy to coach the Edmonton Oilers. And that includes Mike Babcock.
Todd McClellan can't go back.
He's in Detroit.
Jay Woodcroft can't go back.
They don't want him. Are you going to take the guy that Seattle fired? The guy that was at North Dakota?
Yeah, I don't know. 936-6262, Prairie Land Rentals text line. I want to get into, let's maybe go to a quick break, and then we'll wait for Arash. I want to get into discussing a couple of thoughts with you on CFL rule changes. I have a new stance that I'd like to share.
This should be big.
I looked myself in the mirror.
Didn't like
today.
what you saw?
It's not great. But I did. I thought to myself, and I was like, no, I think this is where I am now on this.
Okay.
I'll let you know as soon as you get back. It's a Sports Cage for Access Communications on this Thursday. We'll be right back. For Access Communications on this Thursday, Sharky is here for Flooring Superstore. Thomas, I don't know if you text in much. You text in more with...
Got some witty banter, doesn't he?
Tractor Tom's his name.
All right.
We can get a little jingle for him.
Like it.
Tractor Tom. Patrick Waffer, coach in Edmonton. at least it would be entertaining. I don't mind. That's
not a bad choice.
Jimmy's back on. He says, guaranteed 97 has told the owner to go get Babcock, and I'll speak to him directly.
I would
looking at my guys' phones. I was getting into this phone thing. We don't know exactly what happened there. It might not have been as like scandalous as we think.
What are you talking about?
In Columbus, because he was supposedly wanted to.
He wanted to see everybody's pictures. Yeah,
he might just be, hey, let me see what your family's all about. You know, I don't think that's that crazy. Let me see what your kids. You know what? Maybe just he wanted to know, and so then he stores it in the back of his mind, and he goes, hey, you know, you're doing this, and your little Jimmy, and so it's not like he's like, hey, I want to see the beach pictures.
Well, I think that's what he was going after.
No way.
I do.
No, he's not. I don't think he's a perv.
Not a perv, but he was going, partied a little hard last summer, hey? Had a little too much fun?
No.
Not enough time at the rink? Don't see any pictures of you working out?
I don't think. Oilers coach, how about Craig McTavish again? No. I think that's a joke, and that's how I'm reading it. No. Ed said, what's Barry Trotz doing these days? I think he's going to be happy retiring.
Yeah.
Barry was like the manager in Nashville.
He was a GM, yeah.
He doesn't want to go back behind the bench.
No. He's done with that.
How about we start the Trotzy to coach the Regina Pats rumor?
Ooh, could start that.
Back to where it all began.
I still like the Jamie Eward coaching the Regina Pats.
I heard he's going to Moose Jaw.
To the Warriors?
Well, no, for the baseball team.
As a head coach?
Yeah. So I heard that rumor.
Oh.
Dan Bilesma. He is coaching, isn't he, or did he get fired?
No, he's coaching the Kraken. Yeah. Not available.
I'm not even going to read the one above that.
Yeah.
Scotty in Saskatoon says, Patrick, wow, good call, but an old school style player coach role, they could use the help in net too. I thought Scotty was going to say Ray Hudson. Rest in peace. Great coach from up in Saskatoon. Brennan Mans, I was asked the other day to name 4 Qatar players. I said, sure. Halen, Hendricks, Hager, and Santana. Brennan, that's a good one. Canada, Qatar at 4 o'clock. I was listening to some people today, and they're calling it, it's Qatar. It's pronounced Qatar. No, Google says Qatar.
We go by Google.
And, yeah. It's not the proper English. Do I look like I'm proper English guy?
Yeah, your name's Shinka Ruck.
And you're not either. Unless you work for Webster, get out of my face.
Get lost.
Southern. I say Southern.
Yeah, it's Southern.
That's how I am. Lambert coaches the Kraken. Stewart, that's right. Lambert, former Saskatoon Blade.
Why did I have... why did it show up like that?
And Dan Bilesma, wasn't he there a long time ago?
No, they started with... Haskins.
You got to leave your... Kevin Foam Lake, big lottery town. Can you imagine Gretzky coaching, come back to Edmonton Wild? Gretz. I think Gretz thought it was going to be a lot easier than it was. He's like, whoa.
Yeah, this is complicated.
Give me a wine.
Yeah.
I'm out.
Janet, where's the Merlot?
Okay, we got to go to break, and then we're going to come back. You want to go straight to...
Straight to?
No, we're going to go to break. Sorry, Arash, you got to wait. Break, and then Arash Madani coming up. SportsCage, streaming through YouTube, sportscage.com.
It's time for the Sports Ticker. Brought to you by Reliance Heath Water Heater Rentals. Rent a water heater and water softener starting at about $1.20 a day and get $400 when you switch to Reliance Heath.
4 o'clock World Cup. Set to go. Canada, Qatar in Vancouver. We'll keep you updated. Czechia, South Africa tied 1-1. Swiss over Bosnia-Herzegovina. Mexico, South Korea party tonight. Mario Alford signs with Montreal. 34-year-old was released by Hamilton. Of course, he was a Rider last year. Blue Jays 4-3 over the Red Stockings. Today, Barry's hosting Weyburn in Canada West Baseball. Moose Jaw's in town to take on the Red Sox. In the U.S. Open, still the amateur Ryder Cowan. -3. What a day for the Am. Also tonight, there's a football game too, don't forget, isn't there? Or that's tomorrow?
There's got to be one tonight, Thursday?
Thursday night football. That's the wrong jingle.
Yeah.
No, it says Friday. Friday, BC
Friday.
Hamilton. Okay.
3
let's go.
Saturday.
That's for Reliance Heath. $400 cash back when you rent. Some conditions apply. Call on them. Arash time.
It's time to go coast to coast with Arash Madani for smart investing solutions. Be smart with your money. Call Brian Gawley at Smart Investing Solutions, 546-2533.
You ever had plantar fasciitis?
I have not. I hear it's painful as all hell, though.
Mine's back. And 936-6262. Then I called this place today that my buddy swears by. They can't get me until August 10th.
Oh, no, 2 months.
I almost fell down the stairs twice. Like it literally feels like you step on nails on the one side of my foot. I think it's plantar fasciitis. Yeah, I was wondering because tennis on your toes a lot, and like the guy told me today, boxers get it too. Body's breaking down
at your age.
They got to call it something else because people are like, "Oh, that doesn't sound too bad." It's kind of like turf toe. People are like, "Oh, what's wrong with your toe?" No, it's like you have torn major ligaments in your foot. Why don't they call it that?
Yeah, turf toe's bad.
I've had turf toe, and then the second time I had turf toe, I thought it was turf toe, but you know what it was?
Gout.
Gout.
Have you had gout?
I've had gout.
Yeah.
This is very reminiscent of gout. Maybe it's gout in the arch of my foot.
Could be. I get it in my thumb. I get it in my elbow. I get it everywhere.
Shoulders. My dad used to get it in his shoulders.
Yeah.
Right on.
Doctor took one look at me and he's like, "Lots of red meat?" I'm like, "Yeah." "Lots of beer?" "Yeah." "You got gout?" I'm like, "Oh, okay. What's that?"
See, I've said this on this show. I'm telling you, I can pound steak back. It's not great for me, my doctor says. I can guzzle some pints. But if I eat sunflower seeds, kind of like Cal Filson, there comes the gout. I haven't had sunflower seeds in 4 years.
It's wine for
Really?
me.
Yeah. No, wine. My brother says it's always tomatoes for him.
Yeah.
I'm a big tomato guy.
I love tomatoes. I'm okay with that.
Can you
but
eat
wine.
a tomato just like an apple? Can you? But that's gross.
Really?
I got to cut them up. Oh, my wife hates it. I don't like this little cherry ones either. I'm so picky. I got to cut tomatoes a certain way, and I have to have pepper on them.
We're not taking him with us anymore when we go out for dinner. There's just no way he can come along.
I am a Fonz. I know. I'm okay with it. Hey, what are we here? 15 minutes away. I just hammered before the show. I hammered because the odds weren't that good. Like Qatar is a major dog in this but anything can. Yeah, and so I took Canada leading at half, Canada winning the game, and I got 187 odds. It's the best I could get. Canada needs this one though, right?
Like it's a must. It's not a nice to have. It's a gotta have. It's the biggest game in the history of our Canadian men's national team program. Qatar is not very good. You know, Switzerland just took Bosnia to the woodshed, which means you need to keep pace. You get 3 points here, guys. You move to the knockout stage. We're talking about a program that had never even gotten a point in the history of the World Cup.
Yeah.
This is the time, this is the chance, this is the opportunity, and the question becomes, which dude, which player is going to take it? And that's what I'm so interested in here tonight.
What's the lineup looking like? What are you hearing? And not that I know, but I know that number 9 guy's good.
The number 9 guy is good, and Jesse Marsh has come to his senses. And Kyle Larin will start today. He'll be a striker alongside Jonathan David.
That's exactly what I would have done. That's exactly what I would have done.
What else would you have done, Barney? I just had a curiosity. What do they say?
I got it all right here. This is my Blue Jays stuff. Sorry, I'll put that. It's
yeah. I did see Superfan as a headline, so
Yeah.
Here's what's interesting, guys. Like Jonathan David is one of the most prolific scorers in the history of our country when he plays for Canada. The problem is the last 10 games, he's done nothing. And a point-blank chance against Bosnia, and he just flubbed it. Like his confidence is shattered. So the thought process is now, here you got Larin, who just scored, who's got a little MF in him right now. Mm-hmm. He was pissed that he didn't start. He's 31 years old. He's done everything the program asked of him. He went on a heater for Southampton before coming to play for Canada. Now you put Laren together with David. What can they do? They've also put Ali Ahmed out on a wing. He was a little banged up, but he gives him a little more speed. He gives him a little more endurance. He's going to be somebody who can set up for them a little bit better than Liam Miller. It's the ideal starting 11 that doesn't have Alphonso Davies. And I wouldn't be surprised if Davies gets in this match a little later tonight.
If it's a walk, though, they keep him on the bench, right?
I don't think they need to put him in if they've got this under control.
So this is the interesting part. I actually disagree because especially if it's a low-stress environment, wouldn't you want to get him in just to get a little feel, just to get a few minutes, just to get back onto the pitch, et cetera, et cetera? Do you immediately want to throw him into a 60, 70-minute situation? Or would you rather get him on for 15 or 20, get his legs in from underneath him,
I see what you're
get
saying.
the nerves out of the way, et cetera? How often do we see guys in football, quarterbacks say, I need to get hit for the first time, get back up, and then I feel like, okay, now I can go. You know, I almost feel it's the same thing right now with Davies.
It's like a family vacation.
So he's 99% then, because he wouldn't be there if he wasn't that close.
Yeah, probably 90-ish%.
Yeah,
depends how tall a lie he wants to share with the medical staff and the coaching staff.
Okay, I mean he's so injury prone, or at least he appears to be.
He is,
and with a hamstring of all things, right?
Correct.
Those things snap like old elastic bands.
Ask Davis Alexander.
Yeah, exactly. Ask Davis Alexander. I mean, I wouldn't use him unless I really, really had to.
I'm on the fence there. I let him go out, get a little sweat in, get a little run, test things out. But then that's where something stupid happens.
Yeah, like we need him for Swiss. We need him for the Swiss.
Okay,
right.
Soccer experts.
Here's a question. Well, I am.
By the way, isn't it amazing? I called this, Barney, didn't I? I did, like last week, I said, give it a few days, and it's like the Olympics. Everyone's going to be a luge expert. Everyone's going to be an ice skating judge.
Oh, Kurt.
And now here's Sharky managing Alphonso Davies' minutes.
Naturally.
We got tonight from 7 to 8, we will have our World Cup show here on 620 CKRM. Sharky and I, followed by Blue Jays today. Okay, here's they're playing in Vancouver. Then next week, again, it's in Vancouver. I'm wondering, do we have any kind of advantage here travel-wise? What do you think on that?
I think it's a big one. And Jesse Marsh, the coach, actually kind of talked about this yesterday. Like, you think about what this team, the journey this team's been on the last month. Training camp in Charlotte to get used to the heat. Then they go to Edmonton to play a friendly. Then they go to Montreal to play a friendly. Then to Toronto, where there's a whole pile of media and a lot of hoopla. Now, finally, they've just set up shop in Vancouver for a little while. Everybody understands, okay, this is how we're doing day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4 before match day 5. We don't need to travel anymore. We know what our obligations are. We can just chill for a minute. Switzerland's been all over the place. They've been down in the Bay Area, etc. Bosnia was in Toronto. Bosnia was west. This, to me, is a big advantage for Canada, especially going into a critical third match next week.
Give us a prediction.
Yeah. Please.
So, let's just be honest, okay? Canada is the far superior team. Canada is the team that can score goals much better. Canada is at home. They know what's at stake. They have to do it. And I'm predicting that they will. If they don't, it's likely going to be because Qatar is just going to frustrate the living hell out of the national team. That they're just going to want to try and take the air out of the soccer ball, muck it up a little bit, just park the bus and play Canada on the break.
Elbows up.
I don't soccer cleats up. I don't foresee like as a coach and as a staff, when you're game planning and you're like, okay, what does Qatar have in store? You have to believe that the coaching staff said this is Qatar's only chance. So this is they're prepared for this. They'll know how to handle this.
Because really, if Qatar has any hope of advancing anywhere, they've got to win this game too.
They just want to play upset. They're just here to play upset guy too, a little bit. What do they call it in soccer? Like in basketball, tip off, baseball first pitch, hockey puck drop, kickoff in football. What do they call it in soccer at the start of the game?
I'm pretty sure it's kickoff.
Okay, I should know that as a soccer guy.
As a soccer expert, you should know that.
Do you want to move to CFL, or do you want?
Sure, just real quick.
Or do you want to?
Are you more of a soccer expert or more of a Blue Jay connoisseur? Which would you consider yourself to be more of, Barney?
Wow, my dad always said you're right. My dad always said I was right in the middle.
There you go.
Like right in the middle. It's hard for him.
Father knows best.
Yeah. CFL, BC Hamilton tomorrow night. Your prediction at the start of the year had this as the Grey Cup preview.
Yes. And I stick by that. I just think the game tomorrow will be so different than the game in November. Here's what's interesting about the start of the year, guys. We get so excited that it's finally here and we want to read into things, et cetera, et cetera. I just, I think we're going to get a sense of where Bo is. Like he's looked really good through 2 games. I think you want to get a real chance to see, Nathan Rourke played well last week, not good enough. These to me are the 2, I'm sorry, Davis Alexander, these are the 2 best quarterbacks in the league right now.
Oh.
Let's just see them cook. Let's just see them go.
Nathan Rourke wasn't even the best quarterback in the game last Saturday.
Yeah, I understand. But not last week, but he's a top 2 quarterback in the league.
Okay. Our boy Curtis made this, and this is good stuff. Stream.
The Jeffrey Bowl.
Jeffrey Bowl.
Jeffrey Bowl.
Jeffrey hasn't piped in today,
Saturday. Though. One province. It's actually 2. One rivalry. One Jeffrey.
Yeah.
Blood, sweat, prairie pride.
Yeah. Look at that. Okay, what are you thinking on
that game?
It's not a must win, but it's for the sanity of a lot of people. The Riders got to figure out a way to beat Calgary.
Yeah.
Well, I'll just say this, guys: if the Riders play the way they did last week, they'll roll the Stamps.
Ooh.
Now they just got to go and play at that level again. Like they looked better last week than maybe any other week of the entire season last year, and they won the Grey Cup.
Yeah.
I was blown away by the efficiency, like how well Trevor Harris ran that offense, just how put together the team looked. You usually don't see that in an opener, and I mean, Emelis, he can go climb the ladder, he can be explosive, he can toe tap. That was... If the Riders play like that every week, they're going to be a hard team to beat. But the more difficult thing is to play at that level every week, because that was picture perfect.
Our receivers look good. And then don't forget Dante Myers probably back at some point. Okay, we only got about a minute. I need another question after this one. But you wanted to talk about Cal Murphy headed into the Bombers Ring of Honor. You worked in Winnipeg.
Yeah, just one of the icons, pillars of the Canadian Football League for a lot of years.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Look at that jacket. Bring those jackets back. Look at that combo.
And the sweater and the hat. Like Cal Murphy also had to preside over the Bombers when they were having telethons to keep the team alive, and staff were bringing their own toilet paper in, and literally, and they did it and really set a culture. So kudos to Cal Murphy.
You never see the tickets anymore. It's always toilet rolls. Remember the old tickets?
Yeah.
One at a time. And we got last minute here. Mike Babcock. What's going through your mind? What do you know? You dealt with him in Toronto.
Well, he's a bleep and bleep of a coach.
Human being.
I saw Elliott's tweet that the NHL had completed the investigation. And I'm like, I mean, how long did it take? 3 days? 4 days? I wonder if that investigation was as strenuous as OJ's search for the real killers.
That's a good one. That's real good. Let's end it.
I mean, who are we trying to fool?
OJ's search for the killer.
It was a tireless search.
It was.
One golf course after another.
Yeah, couldn't find him anywhere.
One Vegas hotel room after another.
Yeah.
Card shows.
Yeah.
You never know.
Shows.
Yeah,
No
autograph
stone
sessions.
unturned is what he was thinking. Oh,
But I asked this question, and I'm going to take the last one.
30 seconds.
If not Babcock, who?
Anybody?
The truck driver?
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. But other than Olympics, guys, look up Mike Babcock's coaching record since like 2011, 2012.
we had a guy
It's
text that in.
staggering.
Yeah.
It's staggering how unaccomplished he's been as an NHL head coach since that cup win with the Red Wings.
You would think if he left the NHL and went to Canada West to coach the U of S Huskies, it would have been a walk in the park for him.
That was kind of to prop up his son, though.
It wasn't.
I heard. But yeah, it's going to be interesting. Up against the clock. Have a great weekend.
Enjoy the game.
I got,
you guys
Canada.
do.
I need Canada at half. I need Canada end of the game. And then I need a plethora of guys at the U.S. Open.
It's a big day.
All right.
Money in the bank.
Yeah. Yacht Club. Going to buy a yacht. See you, Arash.
Thanks, man.
There he is.
See you, boys.
Coast to coast with Arash Madani, brought to you by Brian Golly, Smart Investing Solutions. Be smart with your money. Brian Golly could coach the Edmonton Oilers.
I just about spit my coffee out. Give me a heads up when you're going to throw one of those out there.
Brian Golly behind the bench, just a nice guy.
Who else could we get? Who was good in the...
We'll just talk about it at
White
the break.
McMillan. Maybe Matt can come back from the Red Wings.
That guy, our news guy. Get him back
Doug
there.
Suitor can still coach.
We'll be back after the news. Welcome back to the show. It is for Access Communications, and Sharky is in today for the Flooring Superstore. All right, Riders, game status for the game Calgary. Here we go. You ready for this?
Ready.
Dropping it on you. Aaron Crawford, out. Jaden Dahlke, out. Jamarcus Hardrick, available. Daniel Johnson, available. Nelson Lacombo, out. Benoit Marion, out. Roland Milligan Jr., out. Nick Weeb, available. James Vaughters, available.
There we go.
Did I make that dramatic enough?
Yeah, very dramatic. I actually thought you did a very nice touch on it. Available.
I knew you were going to do it. That was a good one. So, yeah, there's that. Okay. Prairie Land Rentals text line. Thanks to everyone who's texting in today. Great. We've had a bunch of Patrick Waugh should coach the Edmonton Oilers. 93662. I said Scotty had that. Ray Shell. Yeah. Then a lot of recommendations on what to do with plantar fasciitis. Thank you. Stuart, I don't know. Stuart says shower foot scrub. Great for helping with plantars.
You talking about warts? That's another issue.
Maybe. I don't have that. I can't see how that would help. We do have a Theragun, and I was zapping the side, and it's like the side of my
foot
arch and the bone part, and I was like, it hurts, man.
Are you screaming?
And it's always anywhere you read, and anyone that I know that's had plantar fasciitis in the morning is the worst, and that's when I almost fall down the stairs. Okay, no name on this one. Welcome to Sask Healthcare, Barney. Keep waiting. It's August 10th. It's a private clinic. These foot clinics. They're private anyway, and that's how busy they are. But yeah, we could go hours upon hours on.
Is there something in the water? Is that a reason we get this? Or what's
Colin Kunkel Been dealing with plantar fasciitis for 2 months, and yeah, it's absolute hell. See, I had it last year. It went away. You know what I got done? I went for a massage, and have you ever done cupping on a massage?
Yes.
She did that on the bottom of my foot.
And?
It went away. So that's my next step. Like possibly tomorrow or emergency.
Well, if it worked, why didn't you go back to that?
Any masseuses out there with cupping available tonight, text 936-6262.
You want my masseuse's number?
Come to you. Barney, drink lemon water for gout. 2 tablespoons in water. Warm water works better. Captain Harvey. No, my brother's tried. My brother's done that and the what's the vinegar?
Apple cider.
Apple cider vinegar. Bubkiss. Colchicine, and then one step up from colchicine is
Allopurinol.
Whatever.
Yeah. And then there's one more up from that. What is it called?
Chop it off.
There's another one. Then it's surgery. Just have it removed. Ugh.
James is saying Juju Hughes had a pick and a knockdown at practice yesterday in Millie's absence. We're going to be okay. We got a guy. We got a guy on the sideline. We got a guy.
Got a guy? I like it.
936-6262. I was at practice today doing my behind the mask thing, and I saw him walk by on his toothpick. Suits him. Chewing on that toothpick suits him. Mike Babcock. Other coaches that could coach the Edmonton Oilers. We had another one for Gretzky. Someone's saying Gretzky. A couple more Craig Berubes. Randy says Craig Berube. No name text says Craig Berube. Why the old school approach? Oh, somebody messaged in, Ed, I said this earlier, David Carl from the University of Denver. He ain't taking that smoke.
He's been offered every NHL job that comes up.
And will continue to
He's never getting one, or he's never left. Denver must reward him quite nicely.
And Denver signing like absolute studs out of the CHL.
Right.
They're going to have a wagon.
He doesn't want to leave there.
I'm not leaving Wagon Town to go in. And just the lifestyle. At some point, for sure, you want the challenge. You want to challenge yourself, and because
he's pretty young.
You only get this chance once.
That's right.
So he's going to do it at some point. It's just when it's right. Maybe it is that Colorado job whenever it comes up again.
Could be. I don't see Colorado making a move off Bednar in the near future. That's for sure.
Indomethacin for pain.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is. Is that what Michael Jackson died on?
No, that's not what Michael Jackson. Indomethacin is good for gout. It's the next level up for gout.
But this is very painful. Can I take this for this? Can I take that for this?
I played a doctor in a high school play. What are you asking me these questions for?
Tell us more.
Dr. Van Helsing. No.
Vonda High School?
Dr. Van Helsing. Yeah.
Not Vonda. Not Dr. Van Nostrand?
No. There's no high school in Vonda for English-speaking kids. Only French.
Okay, 936-6262.
More
Here's the other
tips
thing.
On gout.
SportsCage.com. You can go and read the story in there. Some people were talking about this and wanted us to touch on this.
Okay.
$8.2 million in upgrades planned for Mosaic Stadium.
Okay.
Where do you land on that? The first thing out of the gate, that field turf has a 10-year lifespan.
Yep. We're at 8 on this one, right?
It's up there, and you're playing the Canadian Tackle Football Championship there next year, so you need it.
Yep.
Need new turf. That's a given. I don't know how much. Curtis, can you look up how much is a field turf going for these days? Pull a Coulson here. Look it up quick. What do you think? Yeah. I used to be $1 million.
Oh, it's way more than that.
Like 2?
I want to say 4.
What?
Yeah.
Installed? Can you do it like Flooring Superstore? Can do it yourself?
I don't think Flooring
Superstore. Get the red coat guys and girls.
I don't think Flooring Superstore does that. I don't think they do that kind of artificial turf.
I'll probably get it. I bet you they could get it. They should shop local.
They could.
That's shopping local.
Yeah. What do you got, Curtis?
Can I guess?
Guess.
I'm going to go American dollars, Americano, 1.5 million.
It is 1.5 million. Well, 500,000 to 1.5 million Canadian, depending on the turf system and logos.
Yeah, 500,000 is not good.
So yeah, 1.5 million is kind of closer to the top
That's
end.
discount lino. It's what that is.
The indoor outdoor that your girlfriend's parents had on their trailer. So the
so
other,
true.
They SportsCage.com again, where the story is. Upgrades plan to address expiring LED video display boards and systems. The replacement of the artificial turf, according to the LED video display boards. See the shelf life on something like that. You're an audio
Video guy?
Video guy.
What's that like?
Those things can't run forever, right?
Sure, let me find out.
So at our cabin, my wife, when she was in the private sector, the flat screen TV at the cabin, which is now kind of big, it's an LG, but it's like an industrial one because it was her company supplied all the TVs for the Vancouver Olympics.
Oh, okay.
So we got to buy them after.
Yeah.
So and this thing's just a tank. And I'm like, I don't think this thing's ever burning out as much as we use it at the lake.
Do you winterize your cabin?
It's small. It's Waskasiu. It's small.
Yeah, but do you keep the heat on?
No.
Yeah,
You can't go up there in the winter.
Yeah, I know. So the point being is that the TV's actually frozen over the winter.
Sure.
Yeah, and it's fine.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
My Genesis, frozen. It fires up.
Fires back up.
What do you got, Kurt?
So typical lifespan of LED video board, it depends on the hours more than anything.
Oh.
So 80,000 to 100,000 hours, the brightness drops about 50%. So those like LED panels are modular, so you can replace ones that have burnt out or broken or anything like that. But after a while, if you're seeing a clear color difference between them, it's going to look like crap. So certain panels might be worn out a bit more than others.
Okay. Not telling anyone how to do their job because they know more about it than I do. Just an idea.
Go ahead.
Let's not keep those things on all the time. You drive by it in December.
When they get the fireplace going on.
It looks nice. Maybe we don't need it. But if you
have to keep it on.
If you fire it down, if you power it down, is it too hard to fire it back up?
Curtis?
I don't know, but it says here that if you're keeping them on 10 hours per day, that's usually about 22 to 27 years. And then if it's 16 hours a day, it's 14 to 17 years. So if you're running them 24/7, I imagine it's probably closer to like 10, 15 years
But
when you got to replace them.
let's not run them 24/7. Just an idea.
But is there a problem if we don't run them 24/7? Is there a cold, warm sort of thing?
I don't believe so. It's just like normal lights. You turn them on and off. Like every time you turn something on and off, I guess you run the risk of maybe like burning them out, turning them on and off. But like,
Is that
you have to do it a lot.
Is that a real thing, or that is like separate? Mosaic Stadium, you work there lots. Is that separate from Real, or would that be like run by Real?
I think it's separate, isn't it?
I believe the stadium is owned by the city, not necessarily Real, right?
Which is all the same.
Yeah.
yeah. So
When they needed their allowance, they went to the city.
so yeah, I don't know. I'm not on the board.
Yet.
Somebody, because we talk about it and we joke about it, but let's be honest. Like, they do not need that many people staffing and the security guards at any of the rinks a lot of times. They don't have the concession and bar open a lot of, like, some of the decisions there are just, and this is from people like in the city that are just like, it's so bad how it's run. So I would suspect that maybe somebody's making the decision on leaving the LEDs on 24/7 when you don't need to.
I would guess you're correct. And I don't guess that very often.
Double the lifespan.
Yes.
Just keep them on 10 hours a day. You know what? In the winter, I know it looks good, but
They don't need to run if there's nothing happening.
yeah, a lot of things look good and you just don't need them.
Yeah. That's what your wife says about you.
Oh, when I look in the mirror. My plantar fasciitis and my gout.
You're quite a catch. You're quite a catch.
Gingivitis.
You don't have that.
No.
No, you're good.
You know, another thing to consider is probably like electricity too, because electricity ain't free.
What?
What are you talking about? Don't we have free windmills?
Maybe that's something we should ask Crofty. Be like, hey, how much electricity do you think a LED board like that's pulling for if you're running it 24/7 for a year?
What are people saying on the... Canada up 1-0 on Qatar. We're still watching golf here.
Why do we have golf on then?
Sharky to coach the Oilers. Can we put the old turf on Facebook Marketplace to recoup some of the costs. Take the old turf and put it at the rugby clubs, at the touch football fields there, please.
Yes.
This city, and Saskatoon isn't that far off. I'm from Saskatoon. It's, I don't want to say embarrassing, but I'm going to use that word, that we don't have more field turf.
Exactly.
And so, you know what? Soccer is so popular, and it should be. And then, hey, soccer people, so start buying some turf.
Used. It's okay.
When McMahon Stadium got their turf redone, my high school ended up getting the old turf.
Oh, really?
From McMahon Stadium, yeah. So it is a good idea.
Now, I do understand there's a bit of an issue with the install, right? Like there's what you got to put underneath. It's not, you can't just throw it over the old grass, right? So there's kind of a couple of steps.
If my wife's listening, she's like, that's something Barney would do. Screw it, I'm just throwing it over top of the grass.
Right over top of the grass. Not mowing that crap anymore.
And then I get frustrated and leave.
No, they do have to create the right surface for it underneath, so there is an install issue.
For sure. But
you got to think there's a Regina Soccer Association going, we want that.
Well, the flag football.
Without a doubt. Football Saskatchewan.
Hey, soccer, take a seat for a sec. Flag football people, let's band together.
Bring in your empties. Let's see if we can get this done.
Oh, bottle drive.
That'd be a big bottle drive.
That'd
be a big bottle drive.
Let's go.
Those flag football anthills on a Saturday, Sunday morning, you can't even get to the golf course. I got to take a different route.
No, you got it. Which way why are you going that way?
I was going past the rugby club on whatever that is.
Yeah,
Parliament.
you can't do that. That's
no.
a rookie move.
Yeah, that's a bad way to go. Got to stay on Gordon. Yeah. Somebody should use that turf. And if it's not Regina, Moose Jaw, grab it. Weyburn, Yorkton, somebody grab it. Make it part of your facility.
Salcoats.
Vonda. Love Vonda.
Get some two-stepping done out in Vonda.
Maybe the old turf, maybe the SportsCage can take it and we can get the walls covered in turf. Be a nice turf room.
But I gave Glen, we talked to Glen Suitor in hour 3. I still think that idea for him, and I'm not saying his wife's not full of great ideas, but when they redid the turf of the Sky Dome back in the day, to try and get that
spot
section where he held the ball for David,
that would have been really cool,
wouldn't it?
That would have been cool.
I'm an idea guy.
Yeah, you
not an execution.
Poor on execution.
Only a couple of years late.
Well, somebody's got it. They didn't throw it out.
The LED things. I'm shocked that they can last that long. If you run them, minimal.
We're gonna need to talk to somebody in the LED business that can tell us more about that.
We know guys on Friday.
We do.
That can talk.
Yeah.
We can talk to them and then report back.
Live feeds.
Oh, we got a text here.
Uh-oh.
City Council this week had lots of information about video boards.
Well, they didn't invite us to the meeting.
They had to stay on due to cold and vibration from the railway tracks was the reason given for the shorter lifespan.
I can believe that.
I can't.
They're vibrating all the way from up there? Holy.
I can believe that.
Rock and Railroad, man.
I can believe that.
Come on, really?
I'm just telling you, I can believe that.
I can believe the cold. The railroad thing seems so it seems pretty funny to me.
Does it ever?
No, I'm just saying.
There's a lot to unpack there. Great text. Thanks. Give us your name next time. I like that text. Hopefully it's not erroneous information. Okay, speaking of the Riders, Curtis, is your chance to cue it up. Practice today. David Thomas, one-on-one with linebacker out of Texas, David Gnenda.
David Gnenda joins us. You getting a taste of Canadian Football League action. Tell me a little bit about what the experience has been like thus far.
The experience has been nothing but a new experience, but it's been fun. I'm excited to play football again, and I'm grateful for this opportunity. It's just been nothing but just ecstatic energy and just intense preparation. It's been everything I thought of and more.
You signed a contract with the Saskatchewan Roughriders to come to the Canadian Football League. What were your expectations coming in?
In terms of what? Exactly?
In terms of what did you personally think you were getting into?
I personally thought I was getting into a winning organization and a winning team for what I've heard and what I've saw. So, and everything I've saw is what I'm experiencing right now.
When you look at the Canadian Football League as a whole, were you surprised by anything in the game, the rules, the changes?
It was just different with 12 people as opposed to 11, but no, I picked up the rules pretty fast. I had a great group of vets kind of help me and teach me up on the rules, so it wasn't that hard.
Field's a lot bigger when you're playing special teams, though, isn't it?
Oh, it is a lot bigger, but it makes it much more fun.
Your coach said that you are starting to transition into a guy that can be relied upon and looked upon to bring consistency to special teams. It's very young in the season to say that. What do you feel when you hear that?
I just feel thankful for the opportunity and just the role that they've placed upon me. I'm just ready to do my job and make sure I do it to the best of my ability.
So what is your job when you're on special teams? You're flying around making plays, I'll tell you that.
My job is just to make plays, simple as that.
So what is the goal that you've got for yourself this season in terms of growth within the game and within the team?
I'd say my personal goals is just to make sure I can help lead the team in any way I can, whether it's tackles, turnovers, or anything like that. But honestly, where I'm at right now in terms of just helping produce for the team and keep helping us win, that's my ultimate goal. Help us win and get back to what I know we can do.
Any advantage going back to Calgary, a place that this team has already played a preseason game in?
I would say I'm pretty familiar with that environment, this is the second time there, so I understand what it's going to be like in terms of just the crowd and elevation and all that, but I don't see too many challenges coming up. They're a great team as well, so it's going to be a fun battle.
How much fun was this game, your first here at Mosaic Stadium this season? Was it what you thought it would be?
Yes, it was and more. It was way more lit than I thought it would be. It was fun, good energy, good crowd, good friend. Exactly, like Schaefer said, turned up. That's exactly what it was, and it was just amazing. I'm thankful for the Rider fans for coming out and supporting us.
Wait till you see them in Calgary this weekend. There's going to be a lot of them. David, I appreciate your time.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, that guy sounds like a party.
He does. Sounds like a good time. I like his attitude.
The Monsters and Mayhem VIP prize contest, last day to get in today. 4 tickets, July 17th to 19th at Kings Park Speedway.
4 tickets for 3 days?
4 tickets probably for all 3 days.
Wow.
Only one ride for 4 in a monster truck. I'm picturing you, Crofty, Cote, and Brenner.
That's exactly what it would be, probably. Yeah.
In a monster truck.
And Crofty'd go in the truck. It'd be Crofty in the truck.
No, all of you guys pack in there. That's what I'm picturing.
Crofty drive then.
Keyword today, truck. 936-62. Everyone's been doing it right because I haven't seen it on my screen. So everyone's doing it right so far.
Good work, people.
Truck, 936-6262. Now, this is where we get tricky.
What are we doing?
This is where we get a little vibration of the railroad tracks conspiracy. Pick the score now, too.
For Saturday's game?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can text in until 5:30. 936-6262. You can call just to say hi to Curtis, but he'd prefer you text in.
Yeah.
936-6262. What is the score, Stamps Rider Saturday? Everything starts here on the broadcast at 2 p.m., by the way. It's for SaskTel. You are the one selected by Curtis today. You get 2 tickets to the next Rider home game. And then if you're the closest to of everybody that won those tickets, you get a $200 SaskTel gift card.
Nice.
936-6262. Pick the score. We're going to come back.
It's not mandatory, but you can say something nice about me too. I would greatly appreciate it. Every once in a while, a guy needs a little pick-me-up.
Anxiety pillow.
Yes.
Ask him where to buy an anxiety pillow.
Yes.
We'll go to break. We'll come back with the Clutch Performer.
The SportsCage Clutch Performer for Keln Solar. Thinking about saving money by using solar power? Keln Solar is a local family company that can put solar panels on your home, business, or farm. KelnSolar.com.
Okay, Keln Solar. Love those guys. And then I personally love this guy. It's 2 minutes long. Kelly McCrimmon's my Clutch Performer, if you didn't hear this yesterday.
I think people have a hard time explaining why we win as much as we do. We've been to the Stanley Cup Finals 3 times in 9 years, and it's interesting, we went in 2018, 2023, 2026. And what that tells you is that's 3 completely different teams. You know, you've heard it all the way through those 9 years, the expansion rules were so favorable. Well, Seattle Kraken had the same expansion rules, right? And everybody says, oh, well, everybody wised up because of how well Vegas did. Well, I would argue that Seattle had almost 3 years to get ready for expansion. We had 11 months. When Seattle did expansion, the cap pressure across the NHL was completely different than it was when we did expansion. You know, some people like to explain, you know, the first part of our history based on that. Then people think it's because we had Mark Stone get back surgery just for fun in February, right? For me, it's jealousy, and it's people don't want to are uncomfortable admitting that we've done a hell of a job. That's what I honestly think, Chris. Players love playing here. You talked to our players yesterday. Our players love playing here. Jack made the point there wouldn't be a player in the NHL that had Vegas on their no-trade list. So the organization treats their players fantastic. The organization gives our players every resource to be the best that they can be as a person and as a player. And it's a great city to live in, as you all know. It's easy out here with with traffic, lifestyle, all of those things that go into it. But all those players would tell you the number one thing is they have a chance to win. They have a chance to win. So when you hear that a person from another organization is interested in coming to Vegas, the first reason they're interested in coming to Vegas is because we win. That's why they want to come to Vegas. Because if that wasn't the case, you can go back in the history of tax-free states and sunny locations of some teams that struggled for years and years and years that nobody wanted to go to. So first and foremost, people come here because we try to win. They like being on teams that try to win. There's players in the NHL that are on teams that I don't think the players are confident the team will win. So that for me is how I see it. Not going to apologize for it, Chris.
Take a
He's
seat.
not wrong. He's not wrong.
Some people are just up in arms about what.
He's not wrong.
What an arrogant. Maybe a little bit, but you know what? What he says is kind of true.
Kellen McCrimmon's wanted to win and tried to win wherever he's been. Period.
And continues to.
Yeah. He finds a way to win. If you don't find a way to win, guess you don't want to win that bad.
And I love how he talks about he's basically pointing at Phoenix.
Yeah.
So they got nice weather. They had some,
good
things
tax
are
scenarios,
good.
Yeah.
And tax in Arizona was so. But yeah, and it was. So you got 2.
I got 2
performers.
Shout out to Steve Hansen.
The man in motion?
No.
That's Rick Hansen. Never mind. Sorry. Steve
Hansen, coaching the 3 and under Chipmunks in the soccer. They're a wagon. Steve Hansen's got those kids playing fantastic.
3 and under?
Yeah.
That's organized. That's chaos.
The ball's a magnet.
I love it. Let's get some video.
Stevie, you got to send in some video for us to add. And secondly,
Stevie?
Yeah.
Hansen?
Steve Hansen.
Yeah.
Former U of R Rem.
Rick's nephew.
No relation to Rick. And then secondly to Regina native Luke Cote. He's gone through the first qualifier for the U.S. Amateur. Mm-hmm. He's qualified to be in the final qualifier. And if he was one of there's a chance of 2 and 5 that he advances to the U.S. Amateur Open.
That's big time.
That is fun. So way to go, Luke. Appreciate you, man.
We're getting more. So Chili Willie, haven't heard you in a while, by the way. Nice to see you back.
Yep,
bud. Seriously, go to Old Fashioned Foods, buy some DMSO. It's awesome. Rolls on. Usually can be bought in a roller. Costs about $25. Trust me. Google. Is that for my plantar fasciitis?
Or it's for the gout?
No roll-on stuff's working for gout.
I can't imagine.
And I don't know if any roll-on stuff's working for this thing that I got going on either.
You might have a combination of the two.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me.
No, it wouldn't surprise me either.
Wouldn't surprise
Your lifestyle. Yeah.
Keep them coming.
It's a mess.
At this point, I'm not willing to try anything, but it's not good. Lots of scores coming in. 2-0 Canada on top of Qatar now. Jesse Marsh is wearing a sharp white shirt, black tie, black slacks, happy on the sidelines. The Qatar coach looks like Mike from Western Pizza South. Spiro's partner. Shout out Mike Moore, if I was pronounced his last name. But Canada's leading, and they're pushing. But one of them, we just got a red card. What does red card mean?
You get thrown out of the game.
The one guy got thrown.
No,
so we're down a man.
Cutter's got it, not us.
Oh, Cutter's down a guy.
They're down a guy, so they're playing with 10 now. In a must-win game, they're down to 10. That's what happened to Bosnia against Switzerland, and Swiss kind of ran around on them.
Yeah,
so,
that's got to be tough.
Yeah.
I don't really care for that rule, to be honest with you.
It would be interesting to put it in other sports, right?
Kicked out for the game. Football.
You have to play without a left guard the rest of the game.
Oh, boy. 936-6262, Prairie Land Rentals text line. We are going to go to break, and when we come back, special day coming up in Lumsden, Saskatchewan. This one's going to be fun. You're going to want to stay tuned. You might want to tune into the stream at SportsCage.
This is going to be good to watch.
Yeah, we'll be right back.
Stuff.
Welcome back, Thursday edition, Access Communication. Sharky is here for Flooring Superstore, Trent Dickin and his team over there.
I love Trent, but we should change my sponsor.
Also, okay, so coming up Saturday in the beautiful Qu'Appelle Valley, Lumsden, Saskatchewan, Last Mountain Distillery is having Caesar Fest.
Love it.
Caesar Fest. Meredith from Last Mountain Distillery is here with us, pouring Caesars. But first off, Meredith, tell everybody what goes on Saturday.
Saturday is a celebration of all things Caesar. So it started 11 years ago when we were kind of in the height of the dill pickle vodka stuff. And it's just kind of carried on since then. So this year, we've our entertainment we've created is Saskatchewan's Got Talent. So we've got 10 different performers coming. It's going to be super fun.
What?
And $5 Caesars all day, along with Rebellion made us some dill pickle beer. So
really,
it's a nod to the Caesar culture.
And there's lots of parking. They park across the street. They got golf carts that can drive you. There's vendors, shopping.
Yeah.
It's a big event. And then this Saskatchewan Got Talent, a lot of singing.
There are
some
8.
Dancing.
No dancing. We've got a musician.
Anybody playing the spoons?
No.
Okay.
not that you're aware of.
Not
anyway.
that I'm aware of. We have some musicians. We have some singers. There is a comedian. There's a magician. We had to narrow it down to 10. We got a lot of applications, but
Can we find the schedule online if we're looking for one particular
I think it's all on our website.
Okay, cool.
See who and on all our socials, we've kind of announced who our people are.
Are you doing tours that day?
No.
Okay.
Too big.
No, we actually, so the way we have it set up this year, basically our entire parking lot is our licensed area, and the stage and seating for people, and the Caesar bar is inside. So you got to go inside, get your tickets, get your Caesar or whatever drink you want, and then come back out to the patio area.
So you can't have other things than Caesars if you were a non-Caesar person.
We have our raspberry lemonade, which is our ready-to-drink beverage that we have this spring.
Sounds delicious.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's a pretty good one. And we pretty much have it limited to that and the beer and the Caesars.
Those are the 3 choices.
Okay.
So,
Love it.
Yeah.
You made us Caesars here. We're drinking their dill pickle vodka, and I'm not just saying this, is the best. It's the original. It's what goes into a good Caesar.
Oh, it's so different for everybody. I made this the way I like them. I like a little tang. I like a little heat. So I like a little extra hot sauce maybe. I mean, the garnishes also half the time make it into a meal,
we have
right?
Pickle? Are you pickle or?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I like pickles.
Yeah.
I
But
don't-
not the sweet ones. I'm not this like.
I don't like the
Not
asparagus.
a sweet pickle, no.
I don't like the asparagus, and I don't like the pickles.
Asparagus.
I don't mind asparagus or beans.
I love
asparagus and beans.
Yeah.
Take a seat.
The beans.
Oh.
I love the pickled bean in there.
Yeah.
I'm what I like. I don't mind when they put like the pepperoni stick.
Yeah. Or jerky. Jerky, cheese. Yeah, we got all that stuff.
But I think it's pick one. You don't need a salad going into your Caesar.
Why not?
See, we have had people basically put a meal on top of their Caesar at Caesar Fest. Like, here's your cup. And then it's like toothpick through toothpick. Three max. I think 3 is a nice garnish. Otherwise, it is a meal on top of your Caesar. It takes away
looks
from the
ridiculous.
I got I got it. I don't know if you made one for Aaron from the Wolf. He was just hovering around here.
I can make another one.
These are really good. Okay, just again, and people are like, what are we going to do on Saturday? We don't have anything to do, or we're going to the lake. Stop in. Starting at what time?
Starts at 11. Entertainment starts at 1, so 1 to 4:30, and then I think we shut her down by 6. So it's just an afternoon. It's your afternoon entertainment.
And what does the weather look like? Good?
Not bad Saturday.
Beautiful.
Beautiful?
Like, not too windy, not too hot, not like perfect.
Just perfect.
Yeah.
Love
Can
it.
you squeeze in an extra into the talent show if Sharky and I want to show up?
Yes.
We sing
absolutely.
some Roxette.
We'll have a starter. You guys can be the warm-up act.
Oh, yeah.
Come for the warm-up act. Yep.
Really?
We'll make it happen.
I better
We'll
get
make
the
it
guitar
happen.
tuned up.
Or bring the spoons, whatever it is.
Yeah, you can play the
Last
spoons.
Mountain Distillery making a Caesars. It's Saturday at the distillery, $5 Caesars. Lots going on. Thanks again, obviously, for coming. We're going to be doing this all summer, once a month.
Yeah.
You guys are coming in. The best dill pickle vodka, hands down.
Available at your favorite liquor store.
Or just go to the distillery because they got other like sneaky stuff out there.
We only carry 4 things in the liquor stores now, 5, maybe 6 if you're one of our customers. Everything else, all like our other 15 products are only at the distillery now. So, yeah, if you're out and about, come out to Lumsden, visit us, see what else we have.
Last Mountain
The root beer
Distillery,
shops.
big day.
Yep.
Saturday.
Love that.
Yep. Yep.
It's Caesar Fest.
Can't wait.
Break time. We're going to crush these Caesars. We'll be right back. It's the Sports Cage on CKRM.
It's time for the Sports Ticker. Brought to you by Extreme Hockey and Sport is the home of the price match guarantee. 1425 McIntyre Street, the Cooperator Center, Moose Jaw Temple Garden Center, and online at extremehockey.net.
Canada laying the boots to Qatar. 3-rip. 45th minute. Is that half?
Yeah, 45 is half. Yeah. Now, interestingly enough, I actually know the tiebreak process.
Do tell.
So, Switzerland has beaten
Qatar.
and Bosnia-Herzegovina.
Yeah.
No, they've already won. It doesn't matter.
Why?
What am I doing?
Because they beat Bosnia?
Yeah, they've got
But
2
Canada
wins.
beats Swiss.
But
That trumps in.
They got to beat it by more goals than they've got.
No, but wouldn't the head-to-head go first? Can I just get through ticker and let's get into this? Canada's up 3-0 on Qatar. Czechia, South Africa tied 1-1. Swiss beat Herzegovina, Bosnia, Mexico, South Korea tonight. That's World Cup. Mario Alford signs with Montreal. 34-year-old was released by Hamilton. Of course, he played with the Saskatchewan Roughriders last year. We do have updates. Out for action, not playing in Calgary. Aaron Crawford, Jaden Dalkey, Nelson Lacombo, Marion Benoit, Roland Milligan Jr., all out for the Riders. Western Canadian Baseball League, Red Sox host to Moose Jaw. Saskatoon plays host to Weyburn. U.S. Open, we switched it over to soccer. Now I am not quite sure, but the leaders are at -3, I think. There was an amateur that was in there.
Yeah, he was on top.
Ryder, what's his name? Ryder somebody or other.
Cowan? Was it Cowan?
Ryder Cowan. U.S. Open. Wyndham Clark's leading now -3.
It is head-to-head record first is a tiebreaker.
That makes sense. Blue Jays beat the Red Sox 4-3 today. And SportsCage.com poll. Did the Toronto Maple Leafs hire the right coach in Jim Hiller?
Now, the story is...
Vote at SportsCage.com.
Hiller's an analytics guy, and that's what they want there.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see how that goes then.
Yep.
Call me in a year. That is for Extreme Hockey and Sport. They're getting ready for a big baseball. It's baseball, lacrosse, hockey. There, right? They got the new Bauer Flylight sticks in. The location at the Cooperator Center, going through renos right now, so visit them at McIntyre Street or the new one in Moose Jaw, Temple Garden Center. New management, they're local, they support local, Extreme Hockey and Sport. Okay, now, go ahead with the, it's halftime, 3-0, Canada.
Okay, wait.
Well,
So the first...
don't change the channel, wait, or I want to go back to golf.
The first tiebreaker's head-to-head, obviously, but Switzerland tied Qatar. They didn't beat them. So Canada tied Bosnia, Switzerland tied Qatar. Switzerland beat Bosnia 3-1 or 4-1. So they got a 3-goal advantage on Canada. So Canada needs 4 goals in this, and then a tie with Switzerland would put them in first place in the group. Yes.
I hear you.
Yeah.
That sounds about right.
That is right.
So that Canada-Swiss game
is big now. It's getting bigger.
Let's look up how much tickets will be for that.
In Vancouver.
Yeah. When is that? Next Friday?
I don't forget when the date is.
Hey, did you hear when I did the tickets for the different venues?
Yeah.
And Canada's like the cheapest place to go watch a World Cup game.
Earlier in the week, though, it was like you could get tickets in Charlotte and Kansas City and wherever, next to nothing.
You want to go tonight in Seattle, tomorrow, 1,800, 1,200 in Foxborough, Santa Clara, 675, not bad. Philadelphia's 1,590, Houston's 1,300.
Who's going to these
Toronto's
games?
1,300. If you're a big soccer fan, man, whatever. What are you going to miss that money in a year? If you're traveling to go to this, no.
Yeah, if you're already spending the money to come here,
but
I guess.
Get this one tonight. You want to go Zapopan, Mexico.
Okay.
And watch Mexico and Korea.
I'm guessing it's sold out.
$5,100 starting
For
price.
Guadalajara Stadium.
What is that? I don't think it's in Guadalajara. I think it's in the Zapo.
That's Guadalajara Stadium.
Oh,
That's
is
what
it?
Says here. Yeah. That's what I'm reading.
I'm trying to look up how much the next Canada game will be. Oh, sorry, I can go to Vancouver, and maybe it'll come. Canada, Switzerland.
What do you got?
$880, $855.
Pay it.
I don't know about that. If I was like there, but then you got to get there. You got to find accommodations. You got to.
That's where they're really hitting you.
You got to get buckled. You got to buy a scarf. Can't go
At
to
least a scarf.
You can't go to soccer without a scarf
or a shirt. You got to buy the shirt, jersey. Actually, my brother-in-law is at the game right now in Vancouver.
Yeah.
And my niece, and I'm gonna ask for a picture. I want to see the jerseys.
936-6262. Thanks to everyone who's been texting in for Rider or Sastel pick the score for the game Saturday with the Calgary Stampeders. Also, people that have been getting us updates on the soccer. People that have been giving me help on my plantar fasciitis and what I'm going to do there.
Any gout help would be really appreciated, right?
Gout we got covered.
No, we got a big audience. There's lots of people out there with it, right? Like every friend we have.
Yeah. Curtis is in for a world of hurt when he gets older. There's going to be other ailments.
Oh, by then they'll come up with some new disease.
Like our parents, our mums, or not our moms, but our dads, they had gout, right? Like you'd hear about gout.
My dad didn't have
You know
gout.
what you never heard of back in the day? Like your dad's buddy.
Vape lungs.
Your dad's buddy blowing his Achilles. Like you never heard of that in the 80s.
They never got going that fast.
How come we're not... how come Gerald's not around? Haven't been around. He blew his Achilles. No, it was the Achilles
was not a thing.
Until the 2000, let's say 10. Everybody had stronger Achilles tendons. You never really heard of it happening, right?
You didn't.
Let's go out and talk to Brian Raymond from Flowing Springs Golf Course.
Brian, have you blown your Achilles?
No. Okay. Not yet, anyways.
It's a new thing now.
Do you have gout? Have you ever had gout?
No.
Have you ever had plantar fasciitis?
No.
Okay, you're in the clear, bud. You're a machine.
You're clean living. Cheers to you, Brian.
Yeah. We are just drinking some Caesars here from Last Mountain Distillery as they get ready for Caesar Fest this weekend, right down the road from you at Flowing Springs. There is nothing better. I was actually talking to Johnny and Dodsey at Freeze Tallman about this.
Yes.
That we're planning our golf in Halifax. And he was like, oh, that's a good time, like 11 o'clock tea time. I'm like, yeah, Caesar. That is Caesar time. You must have the Caesars in a can there, Brian, and people, especially maybe that late morning round. Perfect for out there at Flowing Springs.
Oh, yeah, we got the Caesars. We got the pickled bean Caesars. Yeah, we got it all looked after.
Like it.
Go through the specials because this is where things that people have never listened to the program. And Brian, this is where you gotta really pay attention. Right, it's unbelievable the deals out at Flowing Springs.
Absolutely. And, believe it or not, there are some people who have been here before, and we invite them to come out and see the golf course because it's in great shape. For people who are new, we have a yardage guidebook that shows you how each hole is laid out, so that's really, really good. But going back to the specials, if you're a senior, over 60 or female, every Monday and every Wednesday you play for just $42. After 3 o'clock every day, it's our early twilight, $40.50, and after 6, it's $23.50 to come out and play the golf course. And you can get a card after 6 for about an hour. Just some great deals.
$23 to go golfing after 6. Speaking of the 80s, that's the 80s pricing. Like, there ain't a lot of golf courses you can, and it's in fantastic shape because my son played it.
Yeah, I've had a couple of friends come up to me and tell me about it.
They played it. There was a little bit of a breeze that day, and that first hole can really bite you. They called it a par 6. Did you change it to a par 6?
No, it's a par 5. You have to wear a skirt to have it as a par 6.
Oh,
whatever it takes. That's what I'm putting down on the scorecard.
Sharky's in. And, of course, the driving range, Brian, it's beauty out there as well if you're just going to go whack the balls.
Yeah, we have a huge driving range. If you want to get out and do some practicing, it's the best place to do it. No mats. Everything is grass. We've got target greens. We've got a chipping green. And we've got a special on right now. If you come out and get a large basket of balls, we'll give you a coupon to come back any day after 5 o'clock and get that same large basket at half price plus one of our 7-inch Harvest hot dogs.
You and I talk about this all the time. I think we should just go out there for lunch one day and crush a couple of tube steaks. I think that's our game plan. And then maybe check out the Skechers selection because they're giving away gift certificates for golf shoes.
That's right. If you come out and pay for a green fee anytime, we will give you a coupon for $25 towards the purchase of any pair of Skechers shoes, including our lady sandals.
Wow. $25 off golf shoes.
Or sandals for you. You're a sandals guy.
No, I'm not a sandals guy. No. I'm in the water a lot, but I'm not a sandals guy. Yeah.
All right, Brian. I'm sure there's tee times available. Father's Day. Might be a little sprinkle on Father's Day, but for the weekend or whatever, how do people get in touch?
Absolutely. Those specials I told you about also apply on the weekends for the twilights. Give us a call, 306-543-5050, and you can book online at flowingspringsgolf.com.
All right, Brian, have a great weekend. Happy Father's Day to you, and we'll chat with you next week.
Same to you guys. Take care. Have a great weekend.
You too, Brian.
Flowing Springs. Great deal.
It is.
And now I'm sitting here watching the U.S. Open.
Yeah.
And all I want to do is golf. Except for my plantar fasciitis.
I'm really thinking about that hot dog. That's where I'm at right now.
7-inch Harvest hot dog. Glen Suitor's starting things off in hour number 3. Stay tuned. We're back. It's the Sports Cage on CKRM. Welcome back. They're at halftime. Canada laying it to Qatar 3-0 at the World Cup. Wyndham Clark, Matty Fitzpatrick, Dustin Johnson, John Rahm, and some Stevens guy I've never heard of are all leading the U.S. Open at -2.
What happened to that amateur? He just vanished.
Tough track.
Amateured.
We have Glen Suitor coming up in a bit. NASCAR report. AJ Ouellette. We're going to hear from him and Arash Madani. But it's time for Sprinkle of the Day. Sprinkle. Sports Select, sportselect.com. Make your picks online. Generate a QR code.
What are we doing?
And there you go. I want to talk about this. Okay?
Okay, go ahead.
Off the board.
I don't see this on our list.
I call them the Yacht Club. Okay? It's a text group I'm in. These guys sprinkle. Mm-hmm. They sprinkle way more than me.
Big sprinklers.
So one guy just sent a little parlay he had. I'm not going to say the number, but it's a nice return. He went Kyle, which I had no idea Kyle spells his name C-Y-L-E, Laren for Canada.
Yeah.
One shot on target. That hit in first half. Jonathan David, one shot on target. That hit.
Okay.
He's at 3. And then Canada money line, they're up 3, so this site he's on gives him an early payout. All hit. That's a nice little parlay. I'm still going with I had Canada leading at half. Canada needs to win the game, and I got about 187 odds on that. Okay.
Nice. You're in good shape.
As for Sports Select, the futures, Group A winner. I don't know why I'm looking at Group A winner.
We're in Group A, aren't we?
No, that's the Mexico one. Brazil, Morocco, USA. USA is the favorite now.
Really?
To win that one. Yeah, they played tomorrow night. That would be Canada is in Group
B.
H.
No, we're in Group B.
Ever popular. Group H winner. Sorry, Group B?
Yeah. Group H is Uruguay, Saudi Arabia, Spain, and Cabo Verde.
Sorry, I thought I was from Spain. Where is the Group B winner? Oh, it's not giving it to us right now.
Okay.
SportsSelect.com. You can go on, play futures. How about the, let's quickly go while you're here.
Yes.
Let's go the CFL game tomorrow night.
All right. What do we got? They jumped the over-under up because they've been low.
59.5.
Yeah, they've caught on. Yeah.
Oh, I think the under.
Who do we got tomorrow?
BC in Hamilton. BC's down a bunch of receivers.
No, I still say these are two really good offenses. Really good offenses.
Okay.
Still might take the over at that 59.5.
BC's 255 on the road. Hamilton's a favorite 210 at home. A 3-point ball game's considered a tie on Pro Line 325.
You know what? It would be tough for BC to start the year 0-2, but I would still take Hamilton at home.
Dun, dun, dun. SportsSelect.com. Make your picks online. Generate a QR code. Go to your Lotto Spot retailer. Scan away. Every bet is 100% legal. Must be 18 plus to play. Play responsibly.
I'd take the under on the Toronto-Ottawa game, though. 54.5.
What? Take the under in the Montreal-Edmonton game because it's supposed to be a typhoon.
Yeah, that worked out good for me last year. There was a big storm in Edmonton. The under worked out well.
SportsSelect.com. Okay, let's talk to Glen Suitor.
Time now for press coverage with CFL and Saskatchewan Rough Rider legend Glen Suitor on the Sports Cage. Brought to you by Freeze Tallman Lumber. Locally owned, family grown, rooted in our community for 70 years in Regina and Fort Capel.
There he is.
Okay.
Gentlemen.
I'm asking, have you been listening today?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Okay.
Love it.
Your internet's junky again.
You have a microwave?
Is it?
We were talking earlier about the upgrades coming to Mosaic Stadium next year where they need new turf. Somebody texted in the Prairie Land Rentals text line that doesn't Suitor need grass for his front yard for the bear to sleep on? Should get the old turf from Mosaic.
It's a good move.
Ship it out to the coast to Suits, or at least a chunk of it. It's
a good move.
Not bad.
I'll roll it up and make the drive back. I'd love that. Although I'd really have to power wash it though. Like, I mean, there is some skin and some in there, so it had to be power washed.
Doesn't it rain every day where you are? Wouldn't that just clean it up all by itself?
Good point.
Yeah, and actually, Bob the Bear adds his little helping to it too every now and then. It's not a small pile.
No, they're not. Have we seen Bob? Has Bob been around?
No, we haven't seen Bob. He's out hunting somewhere else in this area apparently. There has been sightings, but not anywhere near my place. So we haven't seen him yet.
I was gonna say Bob was the hunted.
Could be.
Maybe when he came out of the hibernation. And the other thing, if you do come and grab it and they roll it up and the guys from Freeze Tallman pack it up for you, you got to put it on the top of a car and then drive that
station wagon
through the mountains all the way to the coast, rolled up on the roof of your car. You got to be that guy.
Text Chevy Chase and say, "Hey, I got it. I figured it out. You got to hold it yourself." That's how it works.
Yeah. Put the grandma
hey guys, I have the playlist. I have the playlist ready for our addition to the Caesar banquet deal. You guys were talking earlier about the talent show.
We're singing.
Are you gonna come and play?
Are we gonna?
Well, we're gonna play a little guitar. We're gonna get Sharky. You're gonna play a little lead. We're gonna get Barney. You can play any instrument you want. Most of the guys play there's a triangle involved if you want to do that.
I want to be the guy from the band Chicago. If you leave me now, and he just hits the triangle. Ting! That guy's got the easiest gig.
I can see you doing that.
So we open up with friends.
We're splitting everything.
Okay.
We open up with friends in low places, right, Garth? Yeah. We don't want to bury the headline, so we got to open up with that.
Okay.
Yep.
We go Peaceful Easy Feeling with the Eagles. So now we're getting a nice little rhythm going. Everybody sings along. We slow it down with a little Canadiana. I got to put Canadiana in there, so a little Gordon Lightfoot, if you could read my mind, so the partners can get together and do that little slow dance. Yes, there it is. All right. Then we pick it up. Sharky, you with me? You sticking with me on this? We pick it up with with beer in Mexico from
I
Kenny
love beer
Chesney.
in Mexico.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, and now we're rocking. Now we got everybody dancing and drinking their beers and all that. We go to Take It Easy with the Eagles.
big Eagles guy.
And then we wrap it all up, because by then somebody's going to say, okay, we've had enough.
Yeah.
And we wrap it all up with American Pie from Don McLean so that we can play one song that lasts 15 minutes at the end.
I love it. I'm ready. I'll go practice them all tonight. Be ready to go.
No, I'm not doing it unless our encore is back-to-back Roxette.
You know we're not singing Roxette.
See, here's the thing. We already got problems in the band.
Yeah, right away. Dissension.
Triangle guys out. Triangle guys out.
Artistic differences. We lost the triangle guy.
Yeah. How will we ever continue? Yeah, I love it. Caesar Fest coming up in Lumsden, Saskatchewan this Saturday. That is a good one. Okay, you know what? We're talking here, and we were going through the odds. Hamilton, BC. Tomorrow, BC's going in. They sound banged up at the receiver position.
Yeah.
Very much so. Very much so. So this game with playing against Bo, and he's looked great. This game to me is going to expose the BC defense, and they may not be able to have the same level of offensive production to keep pace like they did in Saskatchewan. In that second quarter, they started to catch up, and then they kept pace offensively. But I would, again, question the play of their defense, the BC Lions. So, I'm looking at this game thinking they may not have the big firepower coming offensively from Nathan Rourke and that group because of the hit to the receiving corps. I mean, that's 3 of 4 starters, I believe. They probably won't play, and so. Now you're looking at a bunch of rookies. You got to go more to the run game against Bo. So we're gonna see if their defense is for real or not, the Lions. Because if they are, they can keep them in this game. Who knows? But if they're not, and I heard you guys sprinkling, boy, I don't do that. But I'd be looking at the tabbies.
I don't disagree with you now after hearing that it's all receivers that are out. I thought it was different bodies throughout the roster, but it's all in one spot.
Yeah, and the tackle in offensive linemen. So you got, I know that McInnes is Justin McInnes is banged up. Barry Hill, the guy who conceded the single point that we talked about on Tuesday, he's not going to play. Doesn't look like. It's a big hit across the board for the receiving corps.
Okay, so with that being said, do you think? I mean, really, I thought on Saturday here we saw the 2 best teams in the league. I really felt that way. That game was so exciting to watch and be a part of.
That's the tailgate talking.
No, that could be the tailgate talking. It really was. It was an outstanding football game. It was a ton of fun to watch.
Yeah.
How long are these guys going to be out? Does this see BC go 0-2 and maybe be in trouble?
Well, they can, very, very easily. I mean, you're looking at, and they come back and then they play back-to-back games against Alberta in Kelowna. So they don't have another true home game until mid-July, and because of World Cup. But if you look at and staring 0-2 in the face, I mean, they need a really solid running game, maybe 2-back type offense. That'll actually affect scoring too, probably, just in case you're sprinkling. And I think it's really going to be the test for their defense, because their defense, if let's put it this way. If Bo starts the way Trevor did with 2 drives and it's 14-0, good night. The Lions are 0-2.
Wow. Riders released their ins and outs and game status coming up here in Calgary. Looks like we got Nelson Lacombo, Marion Benoit, and Roland Milligan Jr. out. For the Riders. Now we got guys to step in there, but it's just, you're going into Calgary, they got guys back. It's a game. I'm saying, we got to get the monkey off the back and beating Calgary at some point. Maybe we won't even see them in the playoffs. It doesn't matter. But a couple, some key guys out for the Riders as well.
Yeah, a couple in the secondary too. And I've always said that the secondary and the O-line are the two positions on the field that have to be completely in sync. So when you have an injury on either of those position groups, you probably have a bit of a drop off in communication. Although I will say, we'll see what the final roster looks like when they get out there and hit the field. But I will say that the guys behind, especially in Nelson's job at safety, the guys behind him on the depth chart have experience, so they'll be able to communicate the calls and things like that. It's a hit to lose Roland Milligan, obviously. I mean, he's one of the best, if not the best, defensive back in the league. So that's going to be a hit. But I like the guys replacing them, and offensively, we saw what Trevor's looks like. I mean, we saw what what 2026 looks like for Trevor Harris at 40, and age is just a number for him. He beat the Lions and Father Time. He's got the lead on him too.
That's a good record to have. Hey, be up 2-0.
Let sleeping dogs lie.
Yeah.
Let Father Time lie. Father Time's got a hold on me right now. Plantar fasciitis.
Oh boy,
not
There's always
fun,
something
Glenn.
wrong. Always something.
We need a little physio and a couple more Caesars, and we're good to go.
Yeah, I need. It hurts.
By the way, the Caesar as a drink should be like it must have won awards. I mean, it is so as a drink. First working on a sunny day, great on a deck. Not bad on the turn on a golf course when you want to break away from the beer for a second.
Yeah.
Right. You can mix it with so many vegetables and different things, which change. Excellent. I mean, not to promote drinking in the morning, but those days when you've been out doing a little day drinking, you wake up at 9, you're everybody is quiet in the house, and Maximus isn't barking at Bob, and you just hope that none of that happens, and you grab yourself a Caesar, and it just cuts the edge right off of it.
There's always it's funny that's always the guy that's never had a Caesar. Your buddies come up from the States,
yeah,
or you're somewhere from Europe's over, and be like, you got to try a Caesar, and you tell them what's in it, and they're like. Although the Americans are big with their Bloody Marys.
They do like the Bloody Mary.
I've hit the Bloody Mary train way too hard down there, teasing my taste buds that they're fooling them that it's a Caesar.
But it's not.
No. And then, there was one early night in Nashville once where I was like, why did I do that? But the Caesar.
Legends Corner?
I'm more of a Roberts Western World guy, but hey, take me anywhere.
Sure.
Take me anywhere there. Toronto, Ottawa. Who's more desperate there? Is it Ottawa?
Yeah. I mean, Ottawa's got to evaluate their quarterback position and see if Jake Mayer's going to be the guy or if they have to go to Drew Brown. I mean, that's where all I don't think it's fair to judge Jake Mayer after the rain game, and that was their only game so far. So that's not really fair to say it's time for a change, but this is the evaluation game to see if they got to go to Drew Brown. And so all eyes will be on the quarterback position there, and also on the Toronto quarterback position, and for a different reason. I mean, Chad Kelly showed that he can sling it around the yard. I mean, he's a great thrower of the football, and he showed that the injury and missing over 500 days days is not going to be an issue. He physically looked great. But then there were the finger pointing and the thing with the coach, and just in to not sugarcoat it, just sort of a lack of concentration and letting other things get to you and showing it outwardly. And, that can grab you in the backside at the wrong time if you let it continue. So I'm going to be watching for Chad Kelly to see if he just locks in, because as a player, he's a great player, but there's more to being great in that position than just being a good thrower of the football. You need to be a leader. You need to be composed. You need to be in charge, and all of those things, because everything trickles down from that position on all sides of the ball, not just on offense. Defense is watching too. I can't tell you how many times I'd be on the sideline down by 2 scores and looking at Kent Austin going, please tell me you still, you can bring us back in this. And just looking at his body language, you know what I mean? Like and Darian Durant has been on the show many times. he will tell you firsthand that everybody is watching that position. I've often made the analogy, Sharky, when you're fishing and you're into really bad weather and your son, who's only 10, is looking at you and he's going,
You can
Dad,
get this
are we
boat
okay?
to shore, right?
Yeah. He's not saying anything, but you can tell in his eyes that he's
knows.
like, Dad, is this okay? And you just have to be, chin up, making sure you look confident, even if you're not, and keep moving forward.
Just go through the
Find
rollers.
that shoreline.
Just go through the rollers. Yeah, there's no other way back. Yeah.
You know what? It looks unfortunate because at last check, it's supposed to be greasy in Edmonton for the home opener. Now, mind you, this could bode well for the Elks with Justin Rankin and just let him do the bump and grind down the field.
Yeah, agreed. I mean, this is, and with Cody's style too. He doesn't shy away from running the ball. He doesn't shy away from running those RPOs where he can give it to Rankin or keep it around the edge. All those plays that, in that kind of weather. It's always funny to me though. Like when you guys watch, do you do what I do when you watch the weather now? Like, is there ever just going to be another sunny day or a rainy day? Does it have to be an atmospheric river is coming? It's going to be a river of water, an ocean worth of water falling. That it's going to be bad weather in Edmonton.
We don't get those. Just wind. Yeah, we just get wind. We just look at the wind app.
Yeah.
That's all we look at. Yeah.
That's a good app too, by the way.
It is a very good app.
Fishing.
Yeah.
Anyway. Yeah, you know what? It does bode well for the run game, and that's where Justin Rankin comes in. Again, explosive player. I love this matchup. Hard-nosed running the football downhill in bad weather for Edmonton against the Montreal defense that is, even against the run sometimes, can be dominant because when they show all those different blitz looks and decide to just go for it, they are covering all the gaps down. Like you can't really find much of an opening at the line of scrimmage for your running back. So it's going to be a great matchup to watch the run game against the defense.
Okay, we got like a minute and a half. Just give us how you think the game in Calgary is going to go. What does Sask need to do?
Sask has to. Well, first of all, if they play offensively the way they have, it's it's going to be tough to beat them if they're playing with the type of coordination that they were offensively. But they have something going on with this team. I mean, last year they couldn't beat them, and you probably add Jalen Hutchings. You remember Jalen Hutchings from last year before he went to the NFL? He's back and practicing full. Florent Orimolade, who is a premier rush end in the league, has been practicing full. I don't know if they've made the final decision on those guys yet, but I know in their report they've been practicing full speed. So may have that back on the D-line to deal with. So that's where the matchup in that game is going to be to me. The Saskatchewan O-line and Trevor having time to throw and being comfortable in the pocket like he was against BC, against if they have Hutchings back and Orimolade back, against possibly the best D-line in the league on paper.
Okay.
On paper.
We got to...
because you don't know until you know.
That's right.
Canada's up 4-0 on Qatar. All right.
Beautiful.
All right.
Hey, how are the salmon biting?
We gotta get going. Don't talk fishing.
Just a quick question. Salmon, are they biting?
10 seconds.
Apparently the springs are starting to move the way the Chinook are starting to come in. So they're coming in from Alaska. They come right down through it, and those are the big babies. Those are the ones that get 40 minutes to bring into the boat. And the more you bring into the boat and it's in that, Sharky and Barney, as you know, you go straight to pouring yourself a Caesar. That's what you do.
Glenn, get your internet fixed for next week.
I'm looking at plane tickets. Here we go. All right.
I'm coming. I'm not. Remember, you're dropping me off at that golf course. Okay, Suits. Have a great weekend. I know you're not working this weekend. You're going to pay respects to your buddy. Unfortunate there.
Yeah.
All the best. We'll chat with you on Tuesday, buddy.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Take care, guys.
There he is.
Yeah, take care.
Glen Suitor for Freeze, Tallman Lumber, Regina, Fort Capel, delivery available. More than a lumber yard, windows, doors, siding, all that stuff. Canada's up 4-0 on Qatar.
Those Caesars are good.
Sports Cage. Go to break. We'll be right back.
It's time for the Sports Ticker, brought to you by Steelcraft Doors Regina, made in Western Canada for Western Canadians.
Canada poundation right now. Jesse Marsh is hugging guys. They're up 4-0 on Qatar. Is it over? Is there a mercy?
I don't think there's a mercy rule.
4-0 Canada on top of Qatar. Arash called it. Czechia, South Africa tied 1-1. Swiss beat Herzegovina, Bosnia, Mexico, South Korea tonight. Mario Alford signs with the Montreal Alouettes. 34-year-old was released by Hamilton. Of course, he won a Grey Cup with the Riders last year. Out this weekend in Calgary, Aaron Crawford, Jaden Dalkey, Nelson Lacombo, Marion Benoit, Roland Milligan Jr., all out for the Riders. Western Canadian baseball. Red Sox slated to play Moose Jaw 7:05. Berries and Weyburn in Saskatoon. Blue Jays beat Boston 4-3. Over at the U.S. Open golf, Wyndham Clark, Dustin Johnson lead at -4.
Wow.
SportsCage.com poll today. Did the Toronto Maple Leafs hire the right coach in Jim Hiller, former Melville millionaire? You can vote at SportsCage.com. That is for Steelcraft Doors, locations in Regina, Saskatoon, Prince Albert, covering all of Saskatchewan, made in Western Canada for Western Canada, Steelcraft Doors. The other thing tonight, Sharky?
Yes.
By 10 o'clock. You got to get in, riders5050.ca.
What's the price? Where are we going? Trip?
If you buy it before 10 o'clock tonight, you are entered for the early bird prize. You're still playing, people got to realize you're still playing the 50-50.
Yeah, you get both.
Then you get the early bird action. Kananaskis, Nordic Spa for 2. I wonder if you could just go if you're just a single. If you just want to go by yourself. Hold on here. I just want to go. Package includes 2 nights at the Pomeroy Kananaskis Mountain Lodge, 1-day hydrotherapy. So maybe you could do 2.
Be good for your plantar fasciitis.
Oh, don't even tease me. Or take $2,700 cash. Deadline tonight, 10 p.m. Riders. 5050.ca. We're still playing SaskTel Pick the Score, 936-6262. What is the score this weekend? Got to leave your name, number if you haven't won anything on CKRM in the last 30 days. And the keyword to go ride in a monster truck and get tickets to Monsters and Mayhem today. Truck. 936-6262. Just truck. If you want to get on that, 4 tickets and a ride. It's coming up July 17th to 19th at Kings Park Speedway.
That's going to be a lot of fun. That's going to be cool to watch.
Let's turn it over to you to talk about stock car racing.
All right.
We're getting into
The Sports Cage NASCAR Report, where rubbin' is racing, is brought to you by Croft Electric. Almost 29 years of trusted, reliable home, farm, and commercial service for all electrical needs. CroftElectric.com and all socials.
The action-adventure film Sahara, opening April 8th in theaters everywhere. Actor Matthew McConaughey.
All right, all right, all right. Gentlemen, start your
That is my favorite one.
They need to have you do that at Kings Park Speedway.
They could. We can set something up, make that happen. Hey, the tricky triangle of Pocono turned out to be not so tricky for Denny Hamlin, who captured his 3rd win in a row and his 8th win of his career at the Pocono Raceway. 8 times he's captured.
He likes
the triangle.
Tricky triangle guy.
Yeah, Hamlin and Reddick battled through the race. It saw drivers working to have enough fuel to finish. Christopher Bell lost that fuel battle as he ran out on the final lap, falling from the top 3 to 26th. That hurts. Hamlin has now won as many as Reddick this year, both capturing 5 each of the 16 races so far this season. The point spread between the two in the standings has dropped to 19, with Reddick still holding down the top spot. The crazy part is Hamlin and Michael Jordan are the owners of Reddick's car. So he's racing his boss every week. Interesting challenge. Yeah. Biggest mover of the week was Eric Jones, who jumped 3 spots and now sits 15th. And in the playoff hunt, Brad Keselowski fell to 17th and would be out of the playoffs if they were to start today, but there's still 10 races to go. And now, one of the most anticipated races of the season, as NASCAR heads to the Coronado Air Force Base in San Diego.
Yeah. That's where I lost my nephew.
That's right. You found him again, though.
Yeah, he came back to the hotel.
The naval base has been set up as a road course, 17 corners or turns, and of course a chicane. Some tight passing spots. The setup looks amazing as the U.S. Navy is providing some very interesting background for the camera views.
That is awesome.
NASCAR and the Navy have even made a mini movie that is now available on Prime. Should be a great weekend at the naval base. Starts Regina, 2 p.m. time. Check that out on Prime. There's some pretty cool stuff they're showing off there.
NASCAR report for Croft Electric. CroftElectric.com. Electrical work at the cabin, the farm, basically anywhere.
Anywhere. Anything. Call them.
Yeah. And then if you got a big job, and you're thinking about financing it, they can help you out there. CroftElectric.com. Follow them on all the socials. They're really good on the social front, too. Canada, another one.
5. Qatar's got 2 guys out. Is it Qatar? Or we're calling it Qatar?
Oh, they lost 2 guys.
They got 2 guys out.
Just call it a day.
Yeah. I think somebody's got a hat trick.
They showed, did they?
Yeah.
They showed on the sideline, there was one guy, he's in a green shirt. I don't know if he's a goalie for Qatar. He's got a massive boiler. He looks like he's playing rec league at the soccer center on a Wednesday at 11 o'clock at night. I was like, this is awesome. Who's that guy?
That's a pretty big goalie you got there. Yeah.
Is Alphonso Davies, has he gone in? Because we talked to Arash in hour 1.
I don't believe he has.
So they're going to arrest him.
There's no need to play him.
Well, except you want to maybe get a little sweaty. But if these guys are 2 red cards already, are they playing dirty? We've been watching it out of the corner of our eyes.
Yeah, we haven't been able to pay 100% attention.
Don't know if Alphonso Davies has got in, but Canada regardless. This is a big win because Swiss tied these guys.
Swiss tied, yeah.
But then we tied Bosnia-Herzegovina.
And Swiss laid the boots to them.
What was it, 3-1?
4-1. But now, in the goals for and against,
now we're good.
We're ahead.
Now we're good.
Yeah.
And being down.
We got 2. So if we tie the Swiss, we get first in the pool.
I love it.
Yeah.
I'm.
It really does kind of look like boys against men out there, doesn't it?
ABC, BBD.
Yeah.
East Coast family. Coca-Cola. Wow. The sponsors for this thing, because they are like, you can't. It's like the Olympics. You can't run any highlights, show anything.
Surprised we're allowed to talk about it.
Yeah. I thought of this, and then I saw that Scott Van Pelt from ESPN was doing it. So then I'm like, well, I'm not going to do it. He's getting kids to draw
the game.
And he's doing, because I was thinking that. I was like, we get some kids to draw it and
fill in some spots.
I get my wife's school involved in the SportsCage, but then I was like, I don't really want to copy that totally.
No.
But anyway, there's one more game tonight. The other big news today, and we talked about it in hour 1. Mike Babcock's been cleared by the NHL, so he's able to seek employment in the National Hockey League, and it looks like the Oilers are going through the process to hire him. Baffling to me.
It really is. It's baffling to me, too. And again, we haven't found a name that really stands out that the Oilers should go after. I mean, we can talk about Berube, we can talk about Patrick Waugh. There isn't a name in there that, like, they're okay as NHL coaches. Yeah, Berube's got a Stanley Cup as a coach. I just think that it's going to be a tough spot to get somebody to fall into. And I really don't think Babcock's the guy you want in the organization.
I kind of really want to watch it play out, because what free agents are they going to be able to lure to Edmonton when Mike Babcock's your shooter?
I don't know. They're going to have to overpay. That's the only thing I can think.
Give shares?
Yeah.
In Rexall?
It could. Yeah.
Not a bad play, actually.
Not a bad play at all, actually. Yet it's funny to me with all the guys that are asking for trades, whether it's Darnell Nurse or Dylan Larkin. It's easy to ask for a trade or say I want out of here. Your contract's got to work with the new team. The new team's got to send something back that the original team wants. It's not as simple as it looks, and I don't think you're going to see. I don't think you're going to see a lot of movement unless somebody pulls a big trigger and makes something happen.
Oilers are okay, I think, almost with like a keg gift card for Darnell Nurse. It's like, you know what? Take this contract. What do you want for him? How much of the contract are you going to take? We'll take it all. I'll send you a keg gift card if you do that.
I think if the Oilers do move him and the entire contract, there won't be much coming back.
No. If they take part of the contract, they're going to expect some return. Mike Babcock, eh?
I just don't have another name that's jumping off the sheet. That
Prairie Land Rentals text line was heavy on Patrick Waugh.
It was. But this is obviously Katz making this call. In my mind, that's who's doing this.
It's got to be McDavid and Draisaitl, man. No, maybe Lauren and maybe Lenny.
They've got to be informed. They've got to at least have Daryl's ear if they're okay with it.
There is no way that this is even remotely there. There was a text message, a phone call.
There was a heads up.
Yeah. Not even a go through my contacts under Mike. If McDavid said, I'm in. We need that kind of guy.
Maybe that's what they want.
Well, obviously that's what they want, but I kind of really want to see this play out now. Can they do that behind the scenes thing on the Edmonton Oilers next year? The TV cameras?
Maybe they're doing it right now. Well, they're shooting it right now. Oh,
yeah. Daryl Katz coming out of his tanning bed, calling Mike Babcock.
I can just picture it. It's not a good look. It's not a good look.
Maybe he has plantar fasciitis.
He's got something going on.
Thanks to everybody.
That's what he thinks is a good coach.
Thanks to everybody today that tried to help. Roscoe was the last one that messaged in.
Roscoe from Kindersley?
And said, Trevor's saying Torts to Edmonton. I said that early on in the show. Trevor, but I guess Torts doesn't want to coach.
Doesn't want to coach.
And I don't think he wants that. So actually, you know what, though? For 1 year, Torts might take that smoke.
If you watch his interview where he talked about why he was doing the Vegas job and what he wanted afterwards, I don't think Torts wants to coach again.
Roscoe sent me he's Robert's Western World with fried bologna sandwich and a Miller. You got that right, buddy. Love that place. But he said, I'm going to take a picture of this. It's. I don't want to be big herbalist guy, but it's some sort of herb that might get rid of my plantar fasciitis. At this point,
you take anything.
I'm willing to try herb. Herb.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll give it a go. I'll report back tomorrow. I'm going to hit the Theragun hard on there tonight, and then maybe do that foot scrub that someone said in the shower.
Foot scrubber. Yeah.
Put a candle, play some Richard Marx, scrub my foot. That's a picture for you.
No, it's not. Get out of my head. Get out of my head.
All right, we got
that doesn't
good
feel
stuff.
good.
Good stuff, Sharky. Good stuff. Pick the score up until top of the hour. Curtis is saying 936-6262. I'm back tomorrow. How we're going to end this show is we got Dave Thomas with AJ Ouellette coming up momentarily, and then after the break, it's Aubrey Miller Jr. We're going to hear from them. Okay, quick prediction Saturday.
31-17 Riders.
31-17.
Yep. Been thinking about it all day.
The Jeffrey was MIA. I think the guys on the text line maybe
waiting.
Crofty put out a beer.
Yeah.
Crofty put out a beer bet,
with
and Jeffrey vanished.
Yeah.
We might have to get Robert Stack on the case. Where did Jeffrey go? That guy had the best.
Missing persons.
The good.
Yeah.
The good. Okay, Canada, Qatar. They're pretty much. Qatar's got guys out right now playing in jeans. They're just taking anybody. This game is over.
Wasn't that guy in Section C earlier? Didn't he have a good seat?
Yeah. That guy's got a Spuds McKenzie t-shirt on. Here's Dave Thomas and AJ Ouellette.
Oh, I thought you said after the break.
No, this one is going first. Aubrey Miller's after the break.
Okay.
AJ Ouellette, the biggest question in Rider Nation right now, what is better, making a big block for a touchdown pass or running 9 yards into the end zone yourself?
Winning the game. That's simple, right? Just win the game.
That's it. How much has film study been emphasized this week with the physicality that you brought last week, I felt?
Yeah, I mean, this is a physical team, right? They don't have a lot of bells and whistles when it comes to defensive scheme. They're going to play what they're going to play, and it comes down to which team's more physical.
Assignment was one of the things that was talked about going into the game. Would you be sharp on covering your assignments? When you look back, did you see that sharpness that you maybe wanted coming off a 3-week layoff?
Yeah, I thought the offensive was playing well. Everybody getting their depths, when it comes to route running. And 3 weeks off, just more film study, right? So I felt like I knew their defense better than they knew themselves. They had a couple new wrinkles in there, especially in different circumstances of the game. But, film study, knowing what the people want to be, and execute after that.
There's been a lot of passing yards through 2 weeks in the Canadian Football League season. Is that a quirk, or is that a trend, or do you see anything?
No, I think defenses know that you have to stop the run to win the game, right? If you're giving up a lot of rushing yards, you're most likely going to lose the game. So I think defenses now are focusing on stopping the run more.
I know this is going to be a ridiculous question. I know number one in your mind is getting the win for your team, but do you ever internalize or individualize your competition? For example, you're going up against a very good running back again this week. Do you ever look at that matchup at all, even though you're not on the field at the same time?
Yeah, every play is a matchup, right? It comes down to yards, minimal mistakes. So you watch the way he plays, you watch the way I play, and I'll break down film that way. Who played the better, overall game.
One of the things that sticks out in one of the first conversations we ever had together was you talking about learning to win, right? So you come to Saskatchewan and you learn to win. Last week I thought was case in point, learning to win. You're down late in the game, no panic.
Yeah, a team of veterans, team of winners. They know what it feels like to be in those situations. No panic, just do your job, right? That's what we crave in practice. It's what we harp on. We have compete periods every day. So it's putting ourselves in a stressful situation. So when we get to it in a game, it's easy.
Calgary's the only team that you were unable to beat last year. Has that been mentioned at all this week?
A few times, but it's a new year, right?
Absolutely. AJ, appreciate this.
Thank you.
Aubrey Miller Jr., the season is underway. I want your impression so far. How has it gone transforming from training camp into the regular season to finally getting a second game in back-to-back weeks?
It's time for football, just like last year.
Can you tell me about playing special teams? Because your coach has said, you know what? Players aspire to get to Aubrey Miller Jr.'s level of play on the teams. What does that mean to you?
Just being consistent, doing your job to the fullest.
So what is your job? What do you have to do to have others achieve to aspire to be you?
Show high effort, do my job. That's really about it.
You come up against tough special teams week in and week out. There's no free spaces, if you will, in the Canadian Football League. Does your preparation, though, change from week to week?
No, same thing, man. Just trying to stay consistent and just keep my job.
You obviously have an opportunity on special teams to set tones every time that you're out there, whether that's the field position, whether it's turnovers. Again, there's so many different ways. Can you explain to me that responsibility and, again, the opportunity that you have every time you touch the field?
Just trying to show that you can make plays so then you can get a raise to play more than what you plan on special teams.
So is that obviously the goal? Players obviously look at special teams as an opportunity to further themselves in the game. Is it as simple as that?
Yes.
That's as simple as that. And when you look at the film, have you done that thus far?
I think so. You guys, coaches.
There you go. Absolutely. So you're coming up against a divisional opponent. I know you're not going to say that one game is more important than the other, but a team that you didn't beat last year, has that been going through your mind at all this week?
Yeah, they're a great special teams team. Other than offense and defense, they take pride in their special teams, and they have a great unit, and it's going to be a good challenge. So just make sure I stay consistent, do what I got to do. I think my gameplay will take me further.
You mentioned the word pride, and you're very proud every time that you're on the field. You can see that. Obviously, when you analyze that pride, what does that mean to you then?
I'm just trying to keep working hard to hopefully get a raise. So.
I'm going to keep doing that too. Aubrey, appreciate your time again.
You. Yeah, thank you, man.